Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold.
Only gonna do this once.
Classic!
I'm only gonna do this once.
Classic!
Yeah. It's the best daytime live
Classic!
show on all streaming platforms. It's the Classic Codes, man.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance. Standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, boy, I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me.
Yeah.
Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in print. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make-a-wishing me. I got these hoes in the fringe. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done master discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused. Want the fruits of your labor, gotta climb the tree.
Yeah, let's get focused. Yeah, it's Classic with the Classic Codes, and I got another great live show for y'all, man. 333 in the chat early. What up? We here. 333 in the chat early.
Classic!
Woo-wee. Yes, sir. I got a live reaction video for y'all. I got a TikTok reaction video for y'all. I have a question of the day, and I have a code language conversation for y'all. So we got a dope lineup of things to discuss today. Some of them kind of heavy, serious or whatever the case may be. But it's like that sometimes because we got to crack these codes.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
So listen, make sure that you hit the like button for me, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications because we do this every single day. We dropping like clockwork, and that's just what it is. If you're watching this on the rewatch or if you're watching it live, always be active in the chat. Chat 333 is the best chat on all streaming platforms.
Classic!
And that's just what it is. So make sure that you active in the comments because we got to have a conversation so we could crack these codes, man.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
But we're not going to waste no time on the live. We actually sliding over to The Truth After Dark with Paul Pierce and Azar, and they'll be discussing some mental health things, and I'll be giving my honest reaction to it. Everybody that's sliding through, make sure y'all heavy on the like button. We got a promo on the like button. Absolutely no charge
Classic!
today. Much appreciated. But yeah, let's slide over to The Truth After Dark, man, and see exactly what they talking about because I didn't watch this in its entirety on purpose. Give me 1 second to get it pulled up for you, chat. 333 in the chat if you with me, man. Talk to me, chat. I'm fresh out of physical therapy, man. Fresh out of that PT today. I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised that I'm live this early, to be honest with y'all. Didn't really plan on it. I was thinking it was going to be more of a 3 o'clock central type vibe today, but here we are. All right, here we go. Sorry for the minor delay, chat. Let's get active.
Can go in either directions. Like, I would like for you to share your personal experience of what did you have to deal with as far as mental health to where it's like things become so overwhelming, and who did you reach out to, or who was that shoulder to cry on, or there was nobody, or like what got you through your experiences dealing with the things that you've been through as far as dealing with your mental health?
I would probably say God. You can't put your mental health in the hands of anybody else, because that is a recipe for disaster. Nobody is responsible for your happiness. Nobody is responsible for how you feel about yourself. And nobody else can be responsible for getting you through tough times.
What was your personal traumas that caused this?
Lord, you want to get it? You going deep?
Well, I think like to say what got you through it, I think the audience should know what did you actually go through that you're willing to share.
I mean, what didn't I go through? I have been through so much. Obviously, there's other people who have stories that are worse than mine. It's not a place to compare to anyone else's.
Obviously, the weight gain was a thing.
Yeah, the
right?
weight gain happened because I got robbed at gunpoint in my home.
Wow.
I've talked about this, but
Okay, so before the weight gain, you said you got robbed at gunpoint, and this is what triggered the weight
my
gain.
depression. I went through a really tough time because I felt that it was an inside job. I had no idea what happened, but these people had followed me. They already knew how to get into my place. I lived in a very nice place. And at the time, I was really confused about who I can trust, and who I can have around me. And I questioned everybody, and I couldn't sleep at night. And like I said, they stole a lot of things from me, but the worst was my peace of mind.
What actually happened that night? So that night,
I was out.
Okay, so shout out to the Truth After Dark podcast. I got to be objective. This is my first time really reviewing this. I wanted to give y'all as authentic of a reaction as I can. I've seen a little bit of this, but the way Paul was trying to lead to this conversation was so inorganic. Like, it was so GMO chat. Like, bro, if you want to just ask her about it, just go ahead and ask her about it. The way he tried to, like, guide her to talk about it on her own and then just straight up ask about it was kind of crazy. But let's see where this goes, though, because it's interesting how trauma points affect people. And this is something that, these are the type of conversations I like listening to. Let's roll, chat.
At my house, chilling, knocked out, went to sleep. And when I went to sleep, I woke up. I have I have really bad sleep. I have panic attacks in my sleep ever since I was 20 years old, just based off of like my trauma. I wake up screaming. I don't always remember, but I know that I have like.
Was you 280 then?
When I woke up screaming?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I started waking up screaming at 20. I only was 280 for about a year of my life. I think people are confused by that. I was not big my whole life. They're like, oh, she was always a big girl. She never, no, I was very small up until that point. But anyways, no, I was not 280, but these people, I woke up, and when I woke up, I saw this man with a gun. Mind you, for me as a woman who's not involved in any type of lifestyle that would lead me to that, there's people, and it doesn't make it okay, that live a certain lifestyle where it's like, you knew you were playing with fire, right? Me personally, I didn't live that type of lifestyle. So as a young woman who was maybe 28 at the time, I lived in my own place. I had a 3-bedroom, like nice place in Larchmont Village. And this man, I woke up and I saw this man. Mind you, this is like one of my worst nightmares. So I think I'm like tripping. So I go back to sleep.
Before you continue, you said you didn't leave a lifestyle that could lead to this.
Yeah.
But didn't you tell me you worked in a dispensary?
Yeah, I did though. But it wasn't
So,
like, you're right.
That could be something.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Right?
You're right. That could be something.
Like guys go in and say, hey,
yeah.
Where the weed at?
I did
where
work
the
in the
money
weed industry. So you're right.
Okay, so that is something.
But
I wonder where they taking this. I know they're talking about mental health and the impact of these things on her. I think they're going to get back around to that. But the way that he's like detailing this, like clearly, Paul, you know this already. You trying to get her to say certain things for the viewers. And I appreciate it and all, but it's like it's just so it's poorly done. He off his square tonight. I seen Paul in rare form, and this is early in an hour-long episode, so maybe he, kind of gets in his groove. Maybe still getting warm, but geez Louise, bro.
I was in corporate and I was in very legal. Like when it was like.
Oh, and another thing too, I can relate to what she said in regards to like being in a depressive state and putting on a lot of weight too. Cause I had a big boy phase when I was, husky for sure. You know what I mean? I was wearing like a 44 waist in the jeans. I think I had a pair of jeans that was a 46. Yeah. So I understand where she coming from in regards to like going through a state of time, but being able to say, yeah, I've been fit most of my life. So don't tweak, but yeah, there was a window. You know what I mean? I get it. And shout out to all the people that put on weight and got that weight off too, because that requires a lot of discipline. And so, I commend everybody who has that type of journey and they actually get on the other side of it and can look back and be like, damn, I used to live a different life. So many people go on that journey and they fall off the wagon and they end up just being, what it is. But let's go.
Our thing, we had partnerships with Paris Hilton, Seth Rogen. Like it wasn't the trap because they like illegal shots were called trap.
No,
shots.
I understand.
So it wasn't like
but that is a
lifestyle.
Business that
but
can
it is
like,
a business that can lead to that. So you're right.
Yes.
I was wrong. But when I say that, I just mean like I wasn't into like this dark lifestyle of like being outside and being around these people or being around certain crowds. You know what I mean? I lived a very like go to work. Like even though it's the weed industry, it's legalized and it was very like go to your job, come home,
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I woke up, I see this man, I go back to sleep because I think I'm tripping. That pissed him off. So he like dragged me out the bed, pulled me by my hair, was like, bitch, wake up, da-da-da-da. And he was just like, I'm not going to leave here with nothing. Like I have nothing to lose. And he had the gun to my head. I could feel the gun on my head, and I was just like, okay. And, I had a safe with some stuff in it. And I gave it to him. I was like, 1 second. I so happened to pull my safe out and have it on my bathroom counter. And I gave it to him. And he looked at it, and then like there was 2 other guys running around my place. My nephew at the time was living with me. Thank God he was not there. He was out of town, but he had like Montclair jackets and this and that. So they like went and they stole all my shoes.
Hey, listen. I want to drive something home. And I apologize, chat. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard and why every time I post one of y'all chats, it blacks the screen out. I don't know what that is. I have no idea, chat. If somebody does know what that is, if there's a setting that I turned on or off or something like that, y'all let me know, chat. But I'm not sure what that is. But anyway, we're going to work through it. It's no big deal. But check it out. In regards to this happening, right? I want to say this is the laws of nature taking over. That's why I always tell y'all, you're as safe as your ability to protect yourself. People like lock their little front door, or they live in like a little guard gated community and they just feel like they could go to sleep and it's all good. You understand? But you're as safe as your ability to protect yourself. She said her little nephew, he got all type of fancy stuff in the house. Clearly he either wasn't home or he wasn't able to be, a protective force in this situation. I haven't heard her say she was living with a man at this time. I haven't heard her say that. So, again, all of the talk of like, you don't need a man this and we can provide for ourselves. The more bread you get and the more alone you are, the more vulnerable you are to the wolves. Do that make sense? If a woman is old, small, frail, but has amassed wealth and she wears it, drives a $60,000 truck, $70,000 truck, $80,000 truck, right? She her handbags are all designer, right? She frequents the same places. somebody who don't care about your same set of morals and ethics and principles, right? Somebody who don't care nothing about none of that. They just know they hungry. That's all they know. Let there not be a protective force of some sort in place. That person is vulnerable every day. Every day. So it's two ways you go about that. If you are going to go about a life of like being single, like that other video we covered a couple days ago, switch up your routine as a woman, switch up your routine. Don't take the same routes home. Don't frequent the same places all the time, and don't frequent the same places at the same time all the time. You know, things like that. Control your controllables in that regard. Also, I would say be minimalistic. I know women who don't even carry a purse. You single, you don't want to be, you know, a freaking robbery candidate, tone it down. You may not want a red bottom left, red bottom right, you know, stepping around and looking like it, walking like it, talking like it, just looking like a whole bunch of money with no protection around it. That's not in your best interest. Just wanted to, you know, use that as a teaching moment for anybody who, you know, thought this shit was a good idea.
All my purses, like till this day, I only have like 2 designer purses because they stole all my stuff. And I was like, you know what? Whatever. Like even shoes, like they stole all my shoes. And I just had a trauma with like buying myself that again. I never replenished any of that stuff. And so, yeah, at that point, when they were walking out, I walked out behind them for some reason. I was tripping. Like, I don't know what I was on. And then he like dragged me, hit me, fucked me up, like put me in the bed. A little bit. It wasn't that bad.
Okay.
Like, you know, they hit me and like stuff, but it wasn't that crazy. Like I was okay.
Okay.
And then he like forced me. I had like a bruise on my arm, whatever. Forced me back into the bed. Some uncomfortable stuff. And then that was it. They left. And then at that point, I didn't even call the police first. Called my brother. And he told me what to do. And so then I called the police. They came. And then they never did anything. Damn. They came to take fingerprints. And then after that, they called me one time. And their question was, what was going through your head when the gun was to your head? That's all they ever asked me.
Question?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going through my head.
I never understood
like,
why.
Am I going to die?
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
Well, during the time, what was going through my head, to be honest, was I hope it doesn't hurt. Okay. Like I never thought about being shot and the pain associated. I was like, I just want to die quick.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
So you deal with that. How did you recover?
Well, unfortunately, I got into...
That's traumatizing.
Yeah, it was traumatizing. And I was seeing a guy at the time. And he was a gambler. He was really into gambling lifestyle. So like some of my friends like kind of accused him, and I don't want to blast him because this is fucked up, like, because I'm not accusing him of that. But, you know, I was just like looking like it was crazy. And then, you know, he was like, let's live together. I'm going to take, like, I got you. I'm going to take care of you. You're going to be straight. Like, you know, so I'm thinking like, okay. So we moved really quickly. Like we were only talking for like 2-3 months. And he like put it on thick with me. Like, oh, I'm here. I'm like, babe, all of this. Like he flew, my sister and my brother-in-law flew me to Atlanta. He came with me. We stayed there for like 2 weeks, like just to get my life. I moved. My sister and V came back. We moved everything, like got a new place, did all of that. Like me and him moved.
Am I tweaking, or did this guy prey on her vulnerability? Am I tripping, or did this guy prey on her vulnerability? Talk to me, chat. I'm not sure how I feel about this. The dude just swoop in after something so traumatic and play full-fledged hero. It's kind of crazy.
We moved in together. And then I got into a really toxic relationship after that. And that's when I started just eating and
it's
just
the
like
same guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was in a really, really depressed state. And I remember just like being with someone and begging them to love me. And I never want to be that low ever again. You know, like I was just at such a low space in my life that I was taking the bare minimum. Like type of love. And it breaks my heart when I think back on it, because I'm like, you deserve so much more, but I didn't feel worthy of anything. Even I remember during the time that I was going through that, I caught him like texting another girl and like doing all this. And I had asked him like, damn, like this is when the robbery had just hit like few weeks. I'm still trying to like move in and get everything together. And I'm like, dang. And he's like, well, I just need someone to vent to because this is a lot on me too. So I just need to go to someone else, like another girl. And
that's crazy. She went for that as an excuse. Souls of Thought said accountability. She chose to be in the relationship. Cortez said, yes, sir. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to post. Look, chat. This what StreamYard doing. Every time I try to show y'all comments, it blacked the whole screen out. So I'm gonna just read them from here, and we gonna make the adjustment until they get whatever update they doing situated. You feel me? Let's go.
At the time, I really was like, I feel you. I understand. Like, I'm so sorry that I'm putting this on you right now. And it's like, I think back on that, like this was his choice to want to show up as a man, and he couldn't, you know? So I just became really depressed, and I was in a really dark place, and I hated myself.
And it made you vulnerable?
It made me super vulnerable. It made me vulnerable, and it made me.
And that's when the weight gain happened.
That's when the weight gain. But also too, like,
why he keeps circling back to her gaining weight. All right, we know she used to be big and she got herself back in shape. Like, we get it, bro. You said it like 3 times. We get it, bro. We know, like, we under people who follow her on IG, like, she look good now and stuff. Like, she got it all the way situated. But like, he keeps saying that. But yeah, I mean, weight gain does happen for some people who get depressed, but so does weight loss. So does weight loss. Sometimes you lose your appetite altogether. You don't realize you ain't ate in 3-4 days. So, I mean, chill, Paul.
We were going on trips and stuff to try to like ease the pain. Oh, when we go here, we're traveling all the time every month. I'm eating like different foods, and I'm just eating like my ass off, just emotional eating, just depressed. And then I just hated to look at myself like in the mirror. I hated anyone to take a picture of me, a video of me. Like,
can I ask one question?
Sure, of course.
I don't mean to cut you off, but like from the time.
Wait, before he asks his question though, I want to say I identify with that. I understand, like, where you go through a depressive state and then you put on weight and then you don't like the way you look in the mirror and all that. It's good that some people are honest about that, because there's so many people that, like, I know the whole like body positivity movement had happened, and it was people like lying to themselves every day about how happy they was, you know, with being big. And it's not cool. It just shows you how social engineering works. Like, you push something through mass media, you pump it into society, and it worked like clockwork. Like, people are literally zombies. Like, you know how many people already should have been losing weight that put on an extra 20, 30 pounds during the body positivity movement? Because, like, it was okay to be big as hell, so they'll be out eating and shit at places they shouldn't and all that, like, just leaning into it. That's crazy. It's poisonous, really. You know what I mean? And so, but I can identify with like looking in the mirror and being honest with self. You don't got to tell nobody the truth outside if you don't want to, but keep it real with yourself. I know people that lie to God, but at least keep it real with yourself. You know what I mean? And it's dope that she was real about that, because I know what it feel like. I told y'all my story, catching myself in the mirror sideways. I said, oh no, it looked like I'm in my 2nd trimester. Hell no, shorty. No. And then instead of going on a weight loss journey, I went on a lifestyle change journey. That's what I went on. Oh, I'm finna change the way I'm living my life. Yeah. Fuck a diet. I'm finna change the way I'm living my life altogether. And that make you all the way more healthy as an entire person versus like just going on a diet. You only focusing on one thing. You change your lifestyle though, it hit different. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's go.
Time y'all's together from the robbery to the time you gained all that weight.
He's still on the weight gain. Hold on, chat. I got y'all. Cortez said we both fixing tech issues right now. Shit, I can't fix this one. I think after I get done with this segment, I'm gonna restart the stream. That's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just start a fresh stream and do the rest of my segments, because this kind of bull. Like, I want to show my comments up here without this happening. Like, this is stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I have to work through this today? It's cool. I ain't gonna trip. We're gonna make it happen, but I gotta go around the block just to show this comment like this. And then when I take it down, watch this, chat. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I can't make it up. But you know, they want to hand everything over to AI. Like, this shit don't be glitching. They want to make everything AI, like this shit don't be glitching. Look at all this right here, what I got going on. Souls of Thought said, now they just become food content creators. Yeah. That's how it happened. You know, sometimes it's cool to just keep it real with yourself. And then I think, honestly, that's one of the things we're going to get to later in the show when we get into the question of the day and all of that. But let's roll through some more of this. I'm not going to do the whole hour of this interview, but there's certain, you know, there's a good portion of this first part I want to work with.
What was the number? Like you went from...
I probably went to like, I gained like...
How much in that process? Because I just feel like this. And the reason I ask this is not, it's like, if I'm your man, I'm going to tell you, like, hey, you doing too much, baby. Like, don't let all that get to you. You know what I'm saying? You can't go from 100,
but you have to remember
0 to 100 on me.
But you have to remember too the type of person.
But as a man, I gotta bring you comfort.
Yeah,
I gotta bring you comfort. I gotta bring you some stability to where you're not even feeling like depressed all the time. I gotta bring a happy place for you because you was with him still in a dark place.
But it wasn't his job to make me feel
that
better,
is a man's job.
No, Paul, I disagree. No, sir. It is not your job to bear them burdens. You didn't rob her. You wasn't the dude that set her up. None of that. And you're not culpable for her emotions just because you decided to come in and play savior. She in the middle of a shitstorm trying to get her mind right. She got robbed at gunpoint. Seemed like there was some essay involved based on her slow pause there, and then, you know, expression that some uncomfortable things took place. Unfortunate. And so she's dealing with some real trauma. And then you come trying to play savior, going to go stay with her and her family for 2 weeks and flying around with her and this, that, and the third. Paul tweaking if you think it's a man's responsibility to maintain a woman's level of happiness. I guarantee you pass away before she do. Moving like that, you're going to pass away much earlier than you probably should. Yeah, for sure. They don't even know what they want to eat. So no, I'm not with you, Paul. I'm with her. I'm with her on this one. You tweaking. It's on her. It's on her to get herself to a peaceful and happy place. And you can encourage her. You can say, hey, you know, when you do this and you do that, you a better version of yourself. I want you to get back to doing that. You can encourage her. She gotta want to. Nah, Paul, that ain't no man's job. Look, that's why you got them stress marks right there. Nah, gang, I ain't with you.
It is. If I'm your partner, I'm watching you gain weight and you blowing up, and I'm looking like, hold on, what's going on? Like, nah, we ain't doing that. It's my job to help you, like, get you through that. Like, nah, we ain't about to do that.
But I also will say this too. I know he didn't want me big, and I know that he didn't like me big, but I also know that he was intimidated by who I was as a woman. And the less desirable that I was to other men, the better for him. Because he can keep me in a certain place. He was the type of man that, like, I would be looking bomb. I know it. And he would just be like, and I'll be like, babe, do I look cute? Da, da, da. And he'll be like, no. Like sarcastic but joking, right? And then I'm like, what? And I'll get pissed. He's like, you know you look good. Like, why do you need me to tell you that?
Right.
Like, he was that type of man to where he was like jealous of me. Like he felt he was in competition with me. He wasn't the type of man, like, remember, this is a man that I met at one of the lowest points in my life.
Wait, time out, chat. Now, time out. Now, she done went off the rails. I don't know if y'all saw her before she, when she went through this window of time. I'm trying to say this in a very matter of fact and nice way so I don't come off insulting in any way. When she went through her time frame where she put on the excessive weight, did anybody here see the photos of her when she was that size? So I'm just objectively speaking gonna say I think the man being jealous of her during that time period is a misassessment. I think that assessment is off. I don't think a man was jealous of you during that time period. Now, how she presenting right now and today in talking, and she asks her guy, you know, do she look good? And he give her some old weird response. She might be right on point when she say he in silent competition with her or he jealous. But back then, when she was 280, I don't think it was jealousy. And that's just me being objective. I'm not trying to be harsh, but sometimes the way people contextualize things in their mind and try to make stuff make sense, I'm just like, why you use that word? And then she called them intimidated. I don't know. If you at your lowest frequency that you could vibrate at, you at your lowest low in life. I don't know, like, why would he be intimidated by you? Maybe embarrassed to be with you. I'm just trying to bring a perspective that's more objective than maybe what her own is. What y'all think, chat? I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm just trying to have the conversation, but let's go.
Attract at the same level of woundedness you are at. I attract him at the same level of woundedness I was. I was low. I was deep, dark. You don't attract the most amazing people when you're in their darkest time.
Low, so you brought in low vibration.
I brought a low vibration man into my life, and I don't think he's a horrible person, but I think that he battled with his own depression. He battled with his own shit. He battled with his own gambling and this and that and the things that he had his own devils. And so did I. And so we
don't have to dive into his stuff, right? I think the important part of the message is like your mental health right now, your story.
Then that was my story. Did you want me to say anything else?
No, but we don't need to get into him.
Okay, yes, I agree.
I feel like this is about you.
Yeah, protect that man, Paul. Protect him. He was finna start catching all type of strays. Souls of Thought said, see how they blame men, SMH. She took up for us at first, though. It's tough out here, fellas. It's tough out here. Very, very confusing, very, very confusing terrain to try to trek.
Classic.
Very tough. But let's go.
Sure, I agree.
Your story is more important than what he was doing.
Yes, I agree with you. I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
And like getting to that point and then getting out of it. Like, how did you get to the mindset of like, I can't?
Hey, Souls of Thought says she double talking. You know my word, double talking. You just said a little bit of both now. What you mean? Which one do you mean? You just said a little bit of both. Don't. I hate that. I can't stand that shit. Wait, hold on. Now you on both sides.
Can't be this person no more. I have to change internally. And what clicked? What is this, a moment or is it a person, or what clicked to say, I can't be this person anymore?
Well,
that person that you looked at in the mirror.
Well, the thing is that's not who I was. Like I'm not a lazy person. I'm not someone who isn't determined. Like I, at my core, am determined. And, unfortunately, this is something that I've worked my way out of. But I say this to you, and I said this to you the other day, like people talk about me bad in the comments. They always say crazy things, but there's nothing that anyone can say to me that I haven't probably already said to myself or my family hasn't said to me. Like I grew up in an environment where it was very tough love. So it's very like talking down on you, making you feel like you're nothing. And that was always my motivation, unfortunately. I have retrained myself to not think about myself in those ways anymore. And I'm so grateful to not do that.
Yeah.
And I don't promote negative self-talk as a way to motivate yourself.
Come on. Hey, listen. She double talking again, but most of that I'm with. Classic. Chat. That's why I say all this. What y'all call it? What y'all call it? Gentle parenting. Is that what y'all call it, chat? Gentle parenting. All the gentle parenting. What else y'all doing? Participation trophies. What else y'all doing, chat? What's all the rest of this soft shit y'all doing, chat?
Classic.
That's why I don't promote none of that. I don't promote none of that. What she say? She grew up around tough love. She said she grew up around tough love. So as an adult, as a young adult, when she ran across a depressive situation and shit hit the fan, you understand me? She was fortified in some way to be able to work her way back to being herself. She could get through the shitstorm because she had already had some tough love. She had already been spoken to. That's why she can endure being on, Al Gore's internet. She can endure being on the internet, and she can endure the comment section because she used to talk to herself a certain way and be real with herself a certain way. You understand what I'm saying? But you don't get there by everything being gentle on the way up. Everybody handling you with kid gloves. Oh, you got a boo-boo, you got a, yeah. In America, they want you allegedly all for content creation purposes and entertainment, everything I'm saying here today. But in America, you know, they like us to grow up nice and slow. Grow up nice and slow. You see in the media, they'll be talking about a whole 23-year-old NFL player that make millions of dollars, and they be like, you know, everybody needs to relax. This guy's a 23-year-old kid. He's not a kid. That's a grown man. That's a grown adult. In more primitive times, you was grown at 15, 16, grown. Could take a wife. In more primitive times. Now they want you to be, they ain't gonna call you grown till you 30. Somebody's still a kid. He's not a kid. I'm a big boxing fan. They be talking about Devin Haney. Devin Haney's still young. He's still a kid. Devin Haney pushing 30. Folks pushing 30. Say that ain't no kid. That's a grown-ass man. They be wanting people to grow up so slow in America. She was fortified. Says she grew up around some tough love. So when shit got tough in her life, she was tough enough to deal with it. You understand me? The whole mental health thing and the way the industry is booming right now, it literally speaks to how soft we are as a people. You think the shit you dealing with in your head ain't no different from the shit that they was dealing with in their head 10 generations ago? It ain't no different. It ain't no different. They was just tougher than you. They was tougher than you. I don't want to hear it. 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 They ate cleaner. They were more active. They got more sunlight. And they was tougher. They did manual labor. Niggas rolled up their windows like this. They rolled up their windows like this. They was just tougher than you. That's it. It's boxers. Boxers get in the ring. They put their dukes up, got all the skills in the world. All the skills in the world. And the dude across from him, he got some skills. Your skills on 10, though. Your shit on 10. It's sharp. It's tight. You pivoting. You got footwork, athleticism, good gas tank. You ready to roll. The dude across from you, his skills about a 7. But he tough as hell. I'll let you peppering him with shots, stepping around, he just keep coming. Wiping that shit off. Just keep coming. You hit him with your best shot. Boom! You stop and try to watch the work. He throw 3 punches back. Bah, 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 bah. He's still coming like you ain't hit him with nothing. You damn, I can't hurt this guy. Yeah, he just tough as hell. Yeah. So look, you might win. You might win on points, you might not. He might walk you down and get to your ass. But just know it's gonna be tough. Sometimes you gotta be tough. Soft ass niggas. Let's go. Wait, what you say, Jay Shots? Souls of Thought said she double talking. Jay Zilla said he's more real at 23 than at 46. Who is he? Jay Zilla said, I don't know, the internet had the 2010s in a headlock classic. Shit, we done got progressively softer. 2010, what that was, 15 years ago? We done got way softer since 2010, chat. We done got way softer since 2010. Oh my God, StreamYard, y'all killing me. Y'all killing me, StreamYard. Let's go. We almost done with this.
But I will say that was my motivation. You know, I hated myself. I talked so bad about myself. Like, who would want you? Who would love you? Look at you. These are similar things that I heard about myself growing up. And, you know, like that was something that I would tell myself because, you know, like I was always someone who had to be a high performer. And I felt like if I wasn't performing high, there's no reason to love me. You know, like I was an ice figure skater, a ballerina, played tennis, a swim on the swim team. Like I did all these things because that's how I earned love. And in my mind, that's the only way someone would love me if I was performing at high capacity 100% of the time. I never learned to love in low moments. I learned to love people in low moments because that's what I wanted. But I never learned that I deserve that too. So for me, like I talked negatively about myself. And that's how I got to the point where I was like, fuck that. I've said it before. I was in a relationship. He was cheating on me. Okay. I saw the type of women he was cheating with. And I got to the point where I was like, I can't look like this anymore. I can't feel like this.
Yeah. She double talking, chat. She giving y'all all the sauce y'all need. She giving it to y'all, and then she telling y'all not to do what she did. If you are in a low state, a depressive state, you done got anorexic or bulimic, you done got, all alleged for content creation purposes. You done got all type of eating disorders going on where you done got big as hell or little as hell, hair falling out or growing too crazy. You're not grooming right, you ain't eating right, you're not living right, you're not thinking straight. You don't want to talk to nobody. If you're in a depressive state, the best thing you could do, step one, is being real with yourself. Fuck what she talking about. I think people need to be much, much harder on themselves. She gave y'all all the sauce and then like halfway walked it back. I'm telling y'all, no, don't let her walk it back. She giving y'all all the sauce. Be tough as hell on yourself. Talk to yourself like David Goggins. Straight up. Talk to yourself like David Goggins, fam. I heard this man David Goggins say one time, he said one day, I got up, wasn't feeling like running, looking at my shoes, looking at them longer and longer and shit. David Goggins said, so I recorded my thoughts, recorded myself saying everything I was thinking out loud. All the doubt, the laziness, the excuses. I recorded it, played it back to myself, heard how much of a bitch I sound like, got up, put on my goddamn shoes, and ran 30 miles. Be tougher on yourself. Be tougher on yourself. That's why I'm not worried about nobody. You can't say nothing crazy to me because you don't know how I talk to myself. People think I'm direct with them. You don't know how I talk to myself. I'm not blunt with y'all. I'm nice to y'all. I'm nice to y'all. How I talk to myself, it's on a different level, and it's not abusive. It's not toxic. It's none of that. She talking about, I don't recommend negative self-talk as a form of motivation. If it work, it work. What are you talking about? If I got to wake up every day and say, man, get your tired, lazy, excuse-filled ass up and go do it anyway. If that's what make me get up and go do it every day, then that's what make me get up and go do it every day. We results driven around here. Straight like that. That's what I don't like. See, that's what I'm saying. And that's why you have men in the manosphere. I'm not saying this, but you have men in the manosphere that be saying, man, take these microphones away from these women and take their voting rights too. That's why you have men saying shit like this. Because they'll say one thing, then say another, and then leave you to look like you're supposed to understand the whole thing. You said both. And I'm supposed to know where you stand? Yeah, you didn't hear me clearly. You wasn't listening. I'm listening. She just gave y'all the recipe. She bounced back from shit from being tough on herself. That's the recipe. That's the recipe, chat. All this shit she finna put on it at the end, I just, now that I'm out of that space, I don't think people should use what I used to get better. Fuck is you talking about? You just gave us the medicine. You telling us don't take it? Cortez said, but they both said both. That's what I'm saying. They double talk. It's crazy. But hopefully I was able to break it down in a way to where now y'all just got the medicine and the bullshit is gone.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
You see what I'm saying? I think we got it. But let's let her finish her thought.
Can't be this big. Like this is it was so uncomfortable.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How did you get here?
As far as
sitting here.
No, he tweaking. We done. Shout out to the Truth After Dark. Shout out to the Truth After Dark with Paul Pierce and Nazar. They doing a great job over there. For sure. They're doing a great job over there. I always do, reactions to their content. Doesn't seem like they doing any copywriting or anything like that. So as a content creator who has reactions as a part of my show, I greatly appreciate the Truth After Dark for their content that they create. And the discussion on mental health today and some of the different nuances we were able to discuss, all based around their conversation. So salute to them for having great content. And y'all make sure y'all go tap in with them if y'all want to see that full interview.
Classic.
All right, let's move into the question of the day. Seem like they got my shit straight. Let me try a comment real quick. Maybe it's only like that if I'm sharing a video or something. Let me see something. All right, we good, chat. We good. Let's get up to speed. I want to show my chat love. I'm going to take 5 minutes before we go into the next segment and redo all my comments since StreamYard was tweaking earlier.
Classic.
Chat 333, hold me down too tight. I'm not doing that. Y'all commenting, I'm showing love. That's how we doing it.
Classic.
All right, let's go back up to the top. I kicked it off with the 333s. Jay Zilla came in and said, heck, 333. Me talk. Souls of Thought, 333. Jay Zilla said, shout out to y'all. I came back with more threes. You know, we're going to fill it up, right? Souls of Thought said accountability. She chose to be in the relationship. That's a fact. And she held some accountability for sure. Cortez said, yes, sir. Cortez said, we both fixing tech issues right now. I look like I'm back in the game, dog. I think I'm back in the game. Souls of Thought said, now they just become food content creators. Yeah, that's crazy. Souls of Thought said, see how they blame men, SMH. Souls of Thought said, she double talking. She was. Jay Zilla said, he's more real at 23 than 46. I still don't know what that means. Jay Zilla said, I don't know. The internet had the 2010s in the Headlock Classic, not like it do now though, not at all. It was just on the beginning stages. Jay Zilla said she a hard body and she deserves to feel and not get obvious dents. Ma'am, hold your own water. Okay, what's that? A parable, dog? You got it. Hey man, we need a translator for Jay Zilla. Classic. Chat. We need a translator for Jay Zilla, chat. Cortez said, but they said both. Yeah, they both said both. Well, he said they said both. Yeah. Jay Zilla said, whatever is your inner language speaking about that is bringing life to the mental health community. Oh, appreciate that, brother. Classic. Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, before we get all the way off the well, I guess I'll talk about it in the question of the day. All right. So let's move it to the question of the day, chat. Question of the day is, what are some life hacks to manage mental health? What are some life hacks to manage mental health? Before I get off into I have answers that I want to give, but I want to give a few seconds for the chat to go ahead and drum up some life hacks. I want y'all just throw them out there as they come to you. Different life hacks that people could come back and look at the comments of this and see the chat scrolling and steal these life hacks, screenshot these life hacks. My chat is far too intelligent not to use this segment of this live stream today to really, really crack codes for other people. You understand?
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
So I'm putting the pressure on chat 333 right now to throw out some life hacks, try to keep them concise and digestible for the people that's going to watch this on the rewatch of how to manage mental health. You understand me? I know the chat going to come through in a real way. Classic. But I'll start with the main life hack that if somebody asked me this question and I had 2 minutes to talk to them on the sidewalk or some shit, right? I would, the main thing I would tell them, my go-to response would be build healthy habits. Rebuild your habits. We are all manifestations of our habits to a degree. And there's always exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, we are all outward manifestations of our habits and our lifestyles. I see the chat. I'm gonna come to everybody chat. Just dump all the life hacks in there to manage mental health. Everybody, just dump them in there. I'm gonna come to every comment. I see y'all chat. But that will be the main answer I would tell somebody. Rebuild your habits. If somebody doesn't like the way their body looks, right, you can literally recompose your body composition over time through your habits, whatever it is, whether you're a person who struggles to hold weight and you want to be a bigger, more full adult looking person because you older than you look or whatever. Like there's literally people that look like kids and they grown as hell, 28, 29, and they could pass for 16 for real. It happens to people, men and women alike. So if you want to add more girth to your frame and shit like that, there's habits you could build into your day by day, that will get you the body composition that you want. If it's a mental thing, right? If you struggle, like, again, this is mental health that we talk about managing, but a lot to do with how you feel, has to do with how you look. How you look and feel has to do with how you eat. How you eat has to do with how you detox. Right? Which parasites do you have more of? This conversation can get very deep, right? So that's the answer I always give people, is to rebuild your habits, clean up everything, your whole diet. So that's your mental diet, physical diet, spiritual diet, and your emotional diet. And I would say now you can add your content diet, right? Which, so I would say reset all your algorithms. Start only watching the type of stuff that you want to watch and hitting like on the things that are similar to it to revamp your algorithm, right? I would tell you to find some good books to start with. I would give you recommendations. I'm coming to y'all, chat. I see y'all. Go to work. I will come to y'all with book recommendations. You know, I would give you a couple to start with, right? I would tell you to pick up a fitness habit that don't feel like exercise or don't feel like training, depending on your personality type. You tell me you're an ex-athlete, I'm going to tell you should have never stopped being one. I believe once an athlete, always an athlete. I believe that. You know what I mean? So I would say that too. Pick up a fitness habit that necessarily doesn't feel like exercise. For women, I always recommend, if they got some rhythm, I always recommend like something like Zumba. Take up some Zumba. You burn hella calories in a good Zumba class. You know what I mean? If a woman wants to, you know, take it a little bit more intense than that, go to the step aerobic situation. The way they be and turn on the step aerobics, go get active. And the men be doing them Jones too, the step aerobics joints. If you're single, might meet your wife in there at the step aerobics joint if you a guy. You know what I'm saying? But I tell people, pick up a fitness habit, clean up your whole diet, mental, physical, spiritual, emotional. And don't look at it as, oh, I'm going on a nothing. I'm changing my lifestyle. You do that, and by default, your mental health will be in a more manageable state altogether. That's my advice. But let me go to the chat a little bit. Appreciate y'all, chat. Chat 333 coming through with the knowledge.
Classic.
Jay Zilla said, hold on. Here we go. Souls of Thought kicked it off and said self-accountability, lower expectations, care less, do more. Let's do that again. Self-accountability, lower expectations, care less, and do more. I love that final sentence, care less and do more. I like that shit.
Classic.
For sure. Care less and do more. Self-accountability, lower expectations, care less and do more. I think the best, I'm going to piggyback off of this and say one of the best things you could do if you trying to get to a long-term goal and you got your little short-term goals in line to eventually get you to your long-term goal, detach yourself from some results. So in the way of weight journeys, right? People who trying to gain weight, people who trying to lose weight, get off the scale. Step on the scale once a month. Detach yourself from the results. Head down, tunnel vision, grind. You'll know you getting lean. Forget what the scale say. You'll know you getting lean. Your clothes gonna start fitting different. You'll know. But your next weigh in still ain't for 20 days. Lock in. Detach yourself from results. Just focus on the work. That's it. Just focus on the work. This shit hit different. It's a mental game, chat. Jay Zilla said, writing every day and journaling builds stamina for focus, for reading, or CEO shit, or stay focused task. So he got a life hack for y'all. He said, writing every day and journaling builds your stamina for focus, for reading, CEO shit, or stay focused task. So if you need to be able to increase your concentration, say you suffering from some ADD, some ADHD, these fake ass terms for being energetic and shit. If you struggling with your what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? Not stamina, but if you're struggling with your attention span, there we go, chat. If you're struggling with your attention span, Jay Zilla got the code for you. He cracked the code. Write and journal every day to build your stamina for focus. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna get the answers.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it situated. All right, let me see. Souls of Thought said, do what scares you. Also stack wins. Rome wasn't built in a day. Come on, man. You said something, didn't you? Huh? You said something, didn't you? Sunday serve us. Me and Souls of Thought bringing Sunday service to y'all real soon. You're going to be able to get this level of conversation every week, either before or after you will be at your regular church if you go.
Classic.
We ain't trying to replace the minister, but we might. Ha! Cortez said, manage what you put in front of you from good to content. What you mean? Was that a typo, Tess? He said, manage what you put in front of you from God to content. I think it's supposed to be God to content or goods to content. But he's saying manage what you put in front of you. I agree with that. What else we got? Jay Zilla said, the truth lies in a book somewhere. Books were the past podcasts. The city of Alexandria's enormous library wasn't burned during that time period for a reason. For no reason, I'm assuming he means. It was done for control. Control your controllables, he said. Jay Zilla coming through with the articulation.
Classic.
Yes, Lord. Souls of Thought said, yes, sir. Cortez Branch said, yep, I meant food. Okay, control what you put in front of you from food to content. Got you. Tenfo. Great advice. Yeah, I would say also too, thank y'all chat for the assist. You know what I'm saying? They was giving me too much pressure at the top of the key. I cut to the back door. Y'all threw me a bounce pass. Now I had to go. Hey! You get what I'm saying? Chat 333. I can always count on y'all. But that's great advice. I want this to be a piece of content when we edit it up and put it out that somebody can actually learn from and really get themselves situated. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a lot about making decisions, right? A lot of times we taught to look at things like we don't have a choice when we do. A lot of times the ball is in your court. It's about deciding. And stop the negotiating. That's what I'm gonna add before I read this for Cortez. Stop negotiating. Don't negotiate with yourself. Say what you're going to do and don't negotiate. I saw a post on TikTok. I actually saved it, but I'm not going to go through the process of pulling it up. But this sister said, she said, I hate to admit it to you guys, but a lot of achieving your goals involves you disregarding your feelings. Your feelings have nothing to do with what needs to be done to achieve most of your goals. And I think that's a lot of people's problem that get in the way is they wake up every day and consider how they feel. Not what needs to be done, how you feel about what needs to be done. If we start with your feelings every morning, how consistent will you be? If we start with your feelings every morning, how consistent will you be? I know I would barely go to the gym. I don't feel like being in the gym till I get there. Straight up. I don't feel like being in the gym till I get there. When I get there, I'll be ready. Let's work. But until I get there, I don't feel like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But fuck these feelings. Let's get active. You understand what I'm saying? So I would say stop negotiating. People wake up. They said they was going to go to the gym. They start negotiating with themselves. Okay, well, shit, I don't feel like going right now. I could go this afternoon. Matter of fact, tomorrow was going to be my off day. I could do tomorrow instead. Let me see if somebody will come work out with me, start finding them. Then the person can't make it to work out with them. So then they use them as the excuse not to go themselves. You know how this shit is crazy. You know what I mean? A lot of times we do a lot of mental gymnastics with ourselves. And it leads to anxiety. It leads to stress, depression, temper problems. It leads to emotional instability. It leads to stagnation. Anything that isn't moving is dead. Your vibrational frequency get low enough, you are scientifically dead. And you still walking around. That's why I told you, most people zombies. That's why social engineering works. All of this stuff is tied in. I hope I'm not losing anybody. Cortez said the Library of Alexandria was a comprehensive history of every text that ever came through Greece/Rome control. They burned it to keep us ignorant of the past. Shit, they can't though. They can't. Earth is evidential. Yesterday, we just covered how they found that big ass Egyptian artifact of that pharaoh head in Egypt after all this time. What y'all thought y'all could get rid of it? Earth is evidential. That's why I be telling y'all what to believe and not to believe is outside. It's outside. You want to know the truth? Go outside. Scour the world. Take the weird vacations people don't take. Go to parts of the world that people don't frequent to go learn shit. No, y'all want to go to Cancun. Y'all want to go to Cabo. Where else y'all be going? Miami. Everybody want to be able to say they left the country, so they go to the islands real close. Y'all want to go, yeah, that's what y'all want to enjoy yourself. Y'all don't want to go, but then swear y'all know some shit. Yeah, swear y'all know some shit. When the last time you went on an expedition? You niggas go on excursions. Y'all don't go on expeditions. Go on an expedition. Don't ask me. I do it. I pick up some history where I go. Facts. I'm good for the tour. I'm good for the off-road. What, this the trenches over here? You said you don't recommend me going over there. Can you stop me? Legally, you can't. Okay, I'm going to go through the trenches real quick. Jay Zilla, you still in the chat? We ain't go to them trenches in Mexico? Jay Zilla, you still in the
Classic.
chat? These are trenches. This is where they at. I want to see what the people doing. These are the things that give you perspective. All of this tie back into mental health. These are the things that give you perspective. I didn't have perspective on the fact that it was gluttony to have a Jordan collection. What do you say? Jay Zilla said, I'm trying to see something. We ain't hit them trenches in Mexico.
Classic.
Come on, man. Huh? We kept the fouls. But this all tie into mental health too. It give you perspective. It's one thing to feel like you know some shit. It's another thing to go know some shit. You see what I'm saying? And it keep you level-headed. I didn't know I was gluttonous. I didn't know having 100 pair of Jordans was stupid. I didn't know that until I seen a village of little kids barefoot asking me for 1 peso. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Oh, if I can afford this shit, I deserve it. Look at how many people don't have. These kids don't have no shoes on, chat. Huh? They don't have no shoes on, chat.
International.
They don't have no shoes on. They parents sending them to go beg. Go beg the American. Go beg the American. Their parents sending them to go beg. Come on, man. And I come back home and got a shoe closet with 100 pair of Jordans in it. That's a perspective for your ass. So when you feeling anxious or you feel so stressed out and you feel like the weight of the world is just so abundantly heavy, if you've been on some expeditions instead of excursions, you will have a whole different view of what problems are. That's a life hack right there. Decide. You know what? I don't like this, and this about what I got going on. And all of it's in my control. I'm finna start making different decisions about some shit. That's why when people be hard on people, that's why when people be hard on other people, I don't never feel sorry for the person that they being hard on. It was times where I wasn't hard enough on myself. No puffy for all this. But I needed somebody else to be tough on me. Hey, listen. You not glowing. You got the glow. You trying to turn the lights off. Sometimes you need an external pep talk when you ain't got it internally. But if you don't, you still got to be able to find it internally. I don't know if I just said something y'all can't understand. When you don't have it internally, sometimes it will be nice to have an external person remind you of who you are. But if you don't have an external person, you still got to find it internally. Fam, make a decision, a choice. You know how addictive great people are? Come on, man. Y'all finna have me. I'm finna give a sermon in here. Do you know how addictive great people are? You have no idea because you so used to being good. We used to seeing good. Oh, that's good. You did good. That's good. Kanye West he wasn't making them beats like that because he was good. And he didn't become great from doing good shit. You got to be obsessed. Y'all, I streamed so much. It was like, damn, my own blood cousin hit me. He hit me this morning. Hey, dog, did I just miss a stream last night? I thought I watched your stream. Did I miss a stream last? Yeah, you missed one. You missed one. This shit damn near 24/7. We not listen. But look. You would think, oh, it's unhealthy or take a break or take a day off for this, that, and the third. But then when you look up, right, and it's 2030 and the classic codes and souls of thought, you get what I'm saying? And Uncle Plug TV, everybody get to having the million subscriber plaques in the back. When you look up and you got the million sub plaque in the back, you'll know it wasn't an accident. Shit, that motherfucker was on YouTube. Every time I went on YouTube for the last 5 years straight, every time I went on there, the live button was lit up. Shit, I ain't surprised. This shit ain't no mistake. And then when you got the glow, they'll try to turn your lights off. They'll try to turn your lights off because they're unwilling to do what it takes to make greatness. Then get from around me. That's another life hack to managing mental health. Know when to isolate yourself. Discernment. No. Hit heavy on the like button, everybody. I'm not working for free. Heavy, pay me with the like button. It's no charge today. Pay me with the like button. Pay me with the subscribe button. Straight up. Know when. Know when to isolate. Great for managing your mental health. We're going to crack the codes today by any means necessary. I got a real passion for this shit. You got niggas with big platforms talking about therapy is dumb. Don't nobody need therapy. Therapy might have saved one of y'all lives. Not mine. Not mine. I'm not that type of person. I'm not the one where you got to worry about me getting rid of me. No, you got to worry about me getting rid of you. Allegedly all for content creation purposes and entertainment. Because what are you talking about? You know how many people around here screws loose? That's why you see people click out for road rage. You see people click out over some bumping their cart in the grocery line. Just click the fuck out. There's some people out here a half a twist of a screw away from losing their whole shit. So this code got to be cracked. I got to take my time with this one, chat.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
You understand me? This is imperative. I'll be damned if this ain't God work today.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
Huh? Yeah, we in rare form today. Cortez said if they understood, they know most of their problems aren't problems at all. Come on now. It's deeper. It's deep. Hold on. I gotta go back up. Hold on. Y'all talking about Alexandria. They go to resorts and get drunk. You understand me? Excursions, not expeditions. Jay Zilla said, I'm trying to see something. Yeah, we was in the trenches in Mexico. That's a fact. If they understood, they know most of their problems aren't problems at all. Fact. Souls of Thought said, I left all my clothes and shoes in Kuwait to the cleaners. You would have thought I was Jesus to them. Changes your perspective for sure. Facts. Souls of Thought said, that's why I say lower your expectations. It's hard to find people that are like-minded. Facts. That's facts. Y'all cooking, man. The chat is cooking. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it today. I'm speaking it right now. This somebody gonna catch the live or catch the edited version of this video. This is gonna save somebody's life. Facts. We saving somebody's life today. This God's work today. Jay Zilla said, waiting for love is harder than getting enough coin to come to another country is to start over in a new language. We got to make it easier in our world today. Hold on. I gotta digest this. Hold on. Okay. Waiting for love is harder than getting enough coin to come to another country is to start over in a new language. Okay, waiting for love is harder than getting enough coin to come to another country. Okay, is to start over in a new language. We got to make it easier in our world today. No. Okay, so the last sentence I'm not with. Okay, he said, and okay, so waiting for love is harder than getting enough coin to come to another country and to start over in a new language. You saying waiting for love is harder than doing that? Yeah, I mean, waiting for love is damn near, I mean, waiting for anything is, I mean, I don't know which one of those is tougher, bro. Getting enough coin to come to another country and start over in a new language is pretty hard, bro. So you saying waiting for love is harder than that? That's subjective, first off. I don't know if you right or wrong. That's subjective. You feel me? I don't know how we can say who's, if that's valid. In my opinion, I think waiting for love is probably a little easier than that. But that's just my opinion. I got handsome privilege over here. Souls of Thought said, greatness has the privilege of crediting and moving the goalposts. Keep your head upright. Facts. He said, greatness has the privilege of creating and moving the goalposts. Keep your head upright. I like that. They have the privilege of creating and moving the goalposts. Elaborate on that for me too. Greatness has the privilege of creating and moving the goalposts. I like that. But I want some elaboration on it. I want you to expound. Can you give me a real world example? Jay Zilla said, yeah, I got you, big dog. I appreciate you fixing that typo for me, gang. Because I was struggling. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, man, this mental health thing, it's not it's one of them things where I got mixed feelings about it, because I understand that it's a real thing that needs to be tackled and addressed, and cared for and nurtured. At the same time, it's one of them things where I feel like there shouldn't be as much of it as there is. Like life is, we forgot that we're all creatures on the earth. We're creatures, right? You call us what you want. This is a Homo sapien. This is a mammal. This is a whatever. This is a bird. This is the Tyrannosaurus, whatever. Call us what you want. We all creatures on the earth, right? So with that being said, life is hard for everybody. Nothing else alive gets to live worry-free. Nothing else alive gets to live worry-free. Nothing. Bears got threats. Gorillas got threats. Blade of grass got threats. Sea moss got threats. Seaweed got threats. Jellyfish got threats. What, name something? Nothing. Trees got threats. We the threats to most of the shit. Nothing is alive has it easy. Nothing alive has it easy. So this concept, like even when Jay Zilla said, we need to make it easier in this world. No, life hard, gang. No. I like it how it is. I like it how it is. I like it. You know why? Because we could tell the cream gonna rise to the top. We could tell what it really is. No. Somebody gotta be ass trash at this for y'all to come to my page and see this greatness I got for y'all. Somebody gotta be garbage so y'all can know that this is high level. We were not all created equal. We do not all have the same gifts. We don't. Like it or love it. I didn't design this shit, and I'm not here to beef with God. Y'all be beefing with God. So yeah, we got mental health issues. I'm gonna keep tying it back into the question of the day. Yeah, y'all beef with God. We got mental health issues. Yeah, yes. You got hard wood, and you think that you are Samantha. So yeah, motherfuckers need somebody to talk to. So that's why I keep telling y'all too. Y'all say Jesus coming back. I said, well, come on. The whole shit looked like Sodom and Gomorrah. Come on back. I ain't worried about it. I know I'm righteous. Within reason, just like the next motherfucker. Cortez said, greatness reaches lifelong goals and then immediately creates another goal. It's about removing complacency from your life. You lying to me. I like what you're saying, but you lying to me. We about to disagree, Cortez. I disagree with my whole heart. Souls of Thought said, the harder we work creates a new standard for those who follow. That's a fact. The world record time for the 100, somebody going to run faster than Usain Bolt one day, which I think is physically dangerous, but it's going to happen. Classic. But back to what Cortez said, because we disagree. I disagree with my whole heart. You said greatness reaches a lifelong goals and then immediately creates another goal. It's about removing complacency from your life. No. Let's go. Greatness. The definition of greatness. Greatness is a concept describing exceptional superiority, whether in size, skill, achievement, or power. It can refer to a quality possessed by an individual or a characteristic of an object or place. Essentially, it signifies being significantly better or more impressive than the norm. The perception of greatness is often subjective and can vary based on individual perspectives and cultural context. Nowhere in there. Joe Jet in the building, chat 333 rolling in heavy. Let's get it. So Cortez, you said it's about reaching a goal and immediately creating another one. I think greatness is getting to a point where you still got 20 to 30 more years of life, quality life, and you ain't got to create no more goals. The goals that you hit got you set. That's greatness to me, dog. Y'all talk to me, chat. Whose side y'all on? Cortez said greatness is about reaching lifelong goals and immediately creating another goal. It's about removing complacency from your life. I believe greatness is getting to a point where you get to have all the complacency you want in your life. Whose side y'all on? Whose side y'all on, chat? Let me get a let's see, Cortez. Give me a 1-1-1 for Cortez and a 3-3-3 if you agree with me. Let's go, chat. Let's figure this out. Come on. Let's work through it. We already in that mode.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
We already in that mode. He said significantly better than your last self. Oh, don't do that. He said, I don't know any great folks who don't create new goals after reaching them. Shit, you lying to me? You lying to me? I know some folks that chilled till they died. Yeah. My granddaddy was great. And he got to a point, I think his last 10 to 15, he wasn't on shit. He was chilling, eating home cooked meals, spending time with family, bought him a Cadillac cash. You understand me? He wasn't doing too many jobs of any kind. He was posted. He stopped preaching at his own church. Shit, you got it, dog. I'm chilling. I'm ready to go. I'm trying to get to the pearlies. I'm trying to get to the pearly gates. He achieved greatness like a motherfucker. He rocked out. He wasn't looking for no new goals. He said those are new goals. Chilling is not a new goal. Come on. He said, Souls of Thought said, look up self-actualization. Let's do it. Self-actualization. Self-actualization in humanistic psychology is the process of realizing one's full potential and achieving personal growth. So that's what he's talking about. It involves becoming the best version of oneself by fulfilling one's unique capabilities and aspirations. This concept, popularized by Abraham Maslow, suggests that individuals strive to reach their full potential after satisfying basic needs like psychological needs, safety, love, and esteem. So why'd you have me look that up, Souls? What you saying? You saying that's more what Cortez is talking about? He said those are all goals, though. No, I hear you, but once you reach your goals, who's creating new goals? You don't strive to sit still, dog. Not sit still, but like wake up and do what you feel like doing, not what you need and have to do. Like, I think that's the point, bro. You get to a point where you reach a level where you can kind of rock out. And that don't mean be useless. It just mean like, okay, I'm still going to grow my own fruits and vegetables, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? I get to it. I ain't got to, nobody got their foot on me. If I'm not outside by 11 o'clock on the dot, you know what I'm saying? I give myself a 10-minute grace period. I'm not going to get a write-up for tending to the garden late. You get what I'm saying? Like, you get to a point where you want to rock out. Who wants to keep creating y'all? So that's what y'all doing? Y'all want to create new goals till y'all pass away around this motherfucker? That's why we got mental health issues. Because y'all don't know what satisfied is. They remove satisfaction from y'all. They got y'all waking up every day thinking about all the shit you don't have. No more attitude of gratitude. That's why we got mental health issues.
Classic.
Like, come on, man. What are we talking about? Hold on. Let me catch up to the comments. Joe Jet said, I think I have to go with classic on this one, but I do understand the other side. Oh, for sure. I understand where you're coming from, too, because I know a lot of people like that, but I think they're contributing to their own anxiety in that way. I'm not constantly looking for another challenge, fam. I'm finna master some shit and chill. I have a couple side things going on. Once you get set up to a certain point, and your residual income flowing in, and once you get everything in alignment like that, bro, I'm not looking for no new. I'm not, man. Come on, dog. I'm on a boat. You hear what I'm saying, bro? We not doing all that. We not doing all that. Cortez said, if you worked all your life and your goal is to chill, that's the new goal. No, it's not. It's reaching your goal. No, it's not, bro. Cortez, I'm finna drop the link, bro. Let's have this debate right
Classic.
now. I was born ready off fish and spaghetti. Are you free? He said, yes, Souls. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, brother. Yeah, I'm with all that. He said it combines both. He said, I was always taught that once you stop, then you die. No, it don't mean stop. It means no. I think we have a two different conversations. Are you free? I'm about to drop the link. I need some conversation. Jay Zilla said, one who wants to be the harbinger before the next generation in your lifetime is your own greatness moment. Right. Jay Zilla said, maintenance is my answer to mental health. Yeah, maintenance for sure. He said, for some, it's more about the journey than the destination. He said, I'm jumping in the shower. Okay, no worries. Jay Zilla said, the maintenance is both. I don't know about that, chat. I want to agree with my dog, but we ain't always going to agree. I do too many hours of content for us to agree on everything, chat. I disagree with this man. I really do. Do y'all think greatness is hitting every box on your bucket list and then making a new fucking bucket list? No, because one of the things on my bucket list is going to have a fail safe for making a new bucket list. I am not trying to be chasing dreams my whole fucking life. Oh, we achieved all those new ones coming up next. Man, hell no. I'm gonna get up, do my mobility exercises, do my training of choice that day. I'm gonna just be picking up hobbies and shit. But they're not gonna be real serious goals. Oh, I gotta be a brown belt by next June. Like, no. What you be on? Oh, today I'm doing some karate. I'm going to the dojo. Oh, you be doing karate here and there. It just depends on how I feel. That's greatness. Fuck a goal. What you working on? Nothing. All the work I need to do, I did it. Look at me now. That's greatness. When you can lay back in the trophy room, that's greatness, folks. Y'all think Michael Jordan looking for a new goal? Not a new goal. He probably looking for another little check. But a goal, some shit he gonna have to get up and really work at? No. He got billions of dollars. No. He looking for a new something. It ain't a goal. You understand what I'm saying? It's a bucket, though. You know what I'm saying? Cortez said, I'm ready. Boy, that was the fastest shower in American history. What? You shower like ex-military, boy. Major pain shower. For the ride his for the flame his ass real quick. What you talking about?
Classic.
Yeah, we talk about mental health today, chat. We gonna take our time with this one. This one needs some tender love and care. A little TLC. I just dropped the link for you, dog. Come on. Because I need to know what you talking about. Do y'all think that's greatness, chat? He said, laughing my ass off. I said nothing about it. Didn't you say you was jumping in the shower? Somebody said they was jumping in. Yeah, what is he talking about? He said, I'm jumping in the shower. And then, come on, you can't double talk. He said, I said nothing about a shower. What? Is this the same person, chat? Come on, chat. Am I glitching?
Classic.
I'm finna crash out, Cortez.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
I'm finna crash out, Cortez. He's talking about, I said nothing about a shower. Is it chat? Chat 333 if I'm not glitching. If I am not glitching, if y'all see what I see, didn't he just say I'm jumping in the shower? Come on, gang. Come on.
Oh shit! Hey,
that's
so
gaslighting.
That's my typing. That's my
gaslighting.
typing. That was
Look, Jay Zilla on it. Gaslighting. That's
that was
gaslighting.
on me. That was on me. That was my typing. I was trying to get in here. My bad. No, I was like, I'm coming in. That's what I was trying to say. Not jumping in the show.
Man, come on.
I'm jumping in the show, bro.
Boy, you about to make
natural born crash dummy.
I'm trying to. Now, come on, tell me about greatness, man. What's going on?
So obviously, my fingers is too damn big to type anything right today. So I try to keep it as low as possible. You know what I'm saying? But it's not just about the goals, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your goal is to go home and chill at the end of the day, then you made your goal. You know what I'm saying? But when you wake up the next day, your goal might be to go home and chill again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not necessarily always the super, I'm going to win the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody wants to always talk about. Tom Brady, I'm gonna win the Super Bowl. He got to win 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. You know, it's not always about that. It's not. A lot of times it is, but it's not always about that. You know, I do believe in getting to a plateau to where you can what we call them side quests in video games. You know what I'm saying? I do believe in getting to the side quest plateau part of your life where you're not climbing the mountain anymore, but you're doing the side quest. Like you might go pick some berries on, you know, on the side of the mountain. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the side quest. The main story is over. You know, I do believe in that. So I think because, you know, we typing, you know, that it's a lot more difficult to explain that. It doesn't mean that, oh, I just became the CEO of Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to go buy Tesla. That's not what that means. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's not what that means at all. As for Jordan done expanded his brand times 4 of what it was even 5 years ago, sold the NBA team, bought a race car team, then bought an F1 team, and started a NASCAR team, and signed Lewis Hamilton, which is the greatest driver on earth.
Let me ask you something though. How much work does that require for him?
To do half of that?
Well, 5 to 10 phone calls. 5 to 10 phone calls.
His money is making it possible. His money is making it possible.
That's what I'm telling you. Niggas ain't greatness is not, oh, we at the mountaintop. Now let me find some more work to do. We not doing that.
When you were saying that, I was trying to say, like, I don't believe in that at all.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm in the crib right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm chilling. If that was the case on an off day, I'd be out in the streets doing something else. I'm not doing that today. What I am doing is I'm working on what I want to do, and that's fixing all the overlays and trying to get the virtual background to work on just the computer by itself. So if I can figure out something to do that without paying a whole bunch for it, then I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm doing today because I already built new overlays. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you just go do something else that you want to do because you did all the work to get to where you could do something that you wanted to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't consider, like, even in your chosen profession, whatever it may be, I don't think they wanted to do that stuff every day. You know what I mean? I don't think they wanted to get up every day and go to the gym. I know I don't. You know, I don't even like going to work every day, but I do say this is a part of what I need to do to get to my next spot.
While I got you, and before I go into the code language conversation, because I didn't think the question of the day was going to last as long, but I think it's happening for a reason, so I'm just letting it flow. But you've been through some pretty wicked shit. You know, I know about it. You don't have to disclose it. Yeah. But what do you do to maintain and manage your mental health? Because I know your screws ain't the tightest either.
Man, shoot, you be 1 minute from a crash out unless you get control. You know what I'm saying? Like a real crash out, not just, messing around, but like a real crash out, like Grand Theft Auto style, for entertainment purposes, just running around punching people on the street. You be 1 minute away from that.
Yeah, allegedly.
It's video games. but you really got to get grounded and centered. And like you were saying earlier, like you have to figure out what you really want in life, number one, and then you have to figure out, okay, what type of effort is it going to take for me to get what I really want? And then as far as staying grounded, you have to remind yourself, like, I don't know if you do an inventory. I do an inventory system. You know what I'm saying? I do an inventory. Whenever I start to feel myself get a little bit stressed out, I do inventory of what I can control, what I cannot control, the things that I did to get me to where I'm at today. And so I ask myself, hey, did you do this? You had this stuff planned. Did you do all of that? I did all of that. Hey, are these bills paid? Because we got bills, we got kids. The bills are all paid. Okay, do you have a check coming in for this? Yeah, I got a check coming in for this. So we ain't got to borrow money from this. We ain't got to move money from here. We got all of that done. And at the end of the day, what did you do to laugh, to smile, to do something for somebody else? Because it shouldn't just be about you every single day. You know what I mean? Like we said earlier, we say we got problems, but we have closets full of Jordans. People don't understand that who don't go and see these types of things. Like the whole world is not technologically advanced. Actually, since you bring it up, last night I had a conversation with a young lady, and she asked me about if I felt fulfilled in life. And I told her that there are some things that are fulfilling and there are some things that aren't. And I brought up to her that you probably should travel a little bit. And she was like, I haven't traveled yet. I'm like, I think you should travel a little bit because you start to understand that this self-serving fulfillment journey that most people put themselves on is not conducive for anything great all over the rest of the world. You know, they say, "Oh, I think I'm like you say, I'm going to Miami with the homegirls." That's great. I hope you have a good time, but like you're not really gaining anything from it. You're gonna get drunk. You know what I mean? You're gonna get drunk. You're gonna dance. You might shake it a little bit, but what else? You're not gaining perspective on what the rest of the world actually looks like. Yeah, it's beautiful, but it is a resort and it is cultivated, and those are California palms because they imported them. I'm just saying that's not natural foliage at most of those resorts, y'all. If y'all didn't know that. But I mean, it gets, you got to go back to square one sometimes and say, where was I at? Where am I trying to go? What if I had to go through? What have I contributed? Which is probably one of the biggest important parts of taking accountability for your actions and how you got there. And then what are you doing to get out of it if it's a problem? If it's not a problem and all you can do is wait, then you get patience and you wait and you become patient. If you can't be patient, you probably don't deserve nothing anyway.
I agree. I think that's a big issue too. We covered rushing in the code language a few days back. I stream a lot, so I don't get me trying to tell you what day it was, but we covered rushing recently. I talked about how rushing is a form of anxiety. Anxiety is a micro form of stress, and stress is a micro form of a mental health issue. Essentially, it's like it's a fleeting one, or can be a fleeting one, but it can trigger a lot of different things. You know what I mean? And it all starts from something small. So yeah, I think I'm with you on that. Like I think a lot of people would benefit a lot from slowing down.
I'm glad you.
Oh, we got one more in the chat. Okay, Jay Zilla in the chat. What up?
But yeah, I'm glad.
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing, man? I'm glad you brought me in on that one. So
yeah,
classic.
It's harder when you type it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you said it right before I jumped in there. You was like, I think we might be saying we having two different conversations because we thought we're talking about this, but and that's exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I think you have to strive for the plateau. Like everything Jordan is doing is just because he's rich and he's having fun. That's not really goals.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't say that greatness. You get to the greatness plateau. Yeah. You make goals until you get to the greatness plateau. You know what I'm saying? But that starts one day at a time. Like if you don't know how to tie your shoes, you learn how to tie your shoes, and then you start tying them consistently every single day, and it goes from there on.
Yeah. What you got on the Jay Zilla? Welcome to the chat, man. Welcome to the conversation. Look, Soul's turned up. He's live. He's here.
I appreciate it. Chat 333 back in action. All right, so I'd like to say that my take on it more so is that Johnson or John Johnson's creation of this baby empire of baby oil, baby powder, skincare products has become more than what it was expected to be. And yes, there was a steady point where everyone was using baby powder. And yes, it was on the commercials back in the 80s on Soul Train. It still got out of public spotlight, but it's stayed, and it was a steady state thing. And there were still products that were being adjusted, but not actually newly made. But it never left the forefront of products. So with the Johnson legacy, there's steady, I guess there's no need for you to say that it wasn't great or there wasn't any greatness in it. It's great in itself and it's still going. No matter what happened, it has enough backing to get itself out of any issues or problems that it's been in, whether it be the cancer-causing agents of the past that America's known for with all of its products, but obviously African-American company would get hit over the head the hardest for it, or the whole Diddy case thing. Like, this is not the first time these things have happened, and we don't see Boeing or any of these other big plane companies getting hit for flying these people out to all these weird island parties and children kidnapping, and where are the tapes on those? They got black tapes in all the planes, but obviously they're not giving any of that
Right.
information out.
But what do you
Manifests.
so
So
what
it's just saying that the backstory has everything and nothing to do with where they are now. It's still going to continue. The story still continue. The legacy still continue. Whether you continue to make something new or change what you're doing, or just keep doing what you're doing and live on forever in greatness, because you're still great. Even if someone's to make something different, it wouldn't be better. It'd just be different.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I was disagreeing with his last part of what he said in regards to removing all complacency. That's really what I disagreed with, the fact of removing all complacency. So I get what you're saying, using the Johnson Empire to illustrate somebody who got to a high level and continue to evolve. But I was saying that removing complacency isn't a requirement of greatness. Like if you're the type of person who has a foreseeable mountaintop, right? And you get to that mountaintop, you're not great because you don't want to go find a new mountain to conquer. You feel me? And that's kind of how it came off in translation through text.
Yeah,
right. We agree now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's kind of what
is different. Like
right.
You have to plateau. People die. You know what happened to all the guys who climbed all those mountains, and then they wouldn't stop climbing mountains, and then like they failed like 3-4 times climbing Mount Everest. They all died up there. All of them. But they said, don't die on this hill. You know what I mean? Like it's a phrase for a reason. You know what I mean? It's like you can only go so far. You have a physical body and it has limitations. You can only go so far. And once you try to overpush those limitations to the point of where now your body is weakening, that's where you probably should get out because you reached as far as you can go. Like you said earlier, and I was just talking about Usain Bolt with my cousin earlier. Usain Bolt stopped going as fast as he possibly could because it was dangerous for his body to do so.
Yeah. He definitely pulled up when he set the record that everybody's trying to beat. He definitely pulled up.
Dude, he was turned around like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going your fastest if you're back laughing like this.
Yeah.
Tongue out. You know what I mean? No, you're not going your fastest.
It's very
everybody else on earth, but not his fastest.
Yeah, it definitely becomes dangerous trying to slow down once you get your physical body to a certain speed. You know, the laws of physics are a very real thing, and I think track athletes are pushing the limitations of that. They are.
Well, that's why we all got hurt so often.
Yeah, it's starting to get there, and that shout out to Soft Rain in the chat. Late but always on time. You understand me?
Classic.
What up, April 233 moving around but checking in. We appreciate you for sure. But yeah, so listen, I'll keep you brothers around then. Let's do it a little bit different today. That's it for the question of the day in regards to what are some life hacks to manage mental health. So let's move into the code language conversation. The code language today is on latency. I'm gonna read the book definition first before we get into our our conversation about it. Latency, the state of existing but not yet being developed or manifest. Concealment. Second definition, the delay before a transfer of data begins following an instruction for its transfer. So the first definition is what we're going to stay on, which is the state of existing but not yet being developed or manifest.
Oh, yeah, we back.
So we talking about
Sorry, bro.
No, you all good. So we talking about latency. Jay Zilla, I'm gonna let you start on this. When you think about latency, before I read that definition, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
I think the first thing that comes to mind is someone saying something such as potential. That's like the first word that comes to mind. I think the next thing that will come to mind, latency, is also kind of the next step after potential, and it's like you're gaining, building up ability. That's the latency, is you building up ability.
So you looking at it
living up to your potential is basically like greatness, but greatness doesn't end. So we talk about that.
I think greatness has a point. I think it does have an end. I think greatness is a destination.
You go
I don't
from
think.
you go from being
I'm
great.
saying like a limit. Like,
Yeah. No, I get.
You go from being great to being legendary. Once you legendary, there's gonna be people that, well, not always, but most of the time, somebody jumps up over that legend. You know what I mean? But you don't forget about the legend, just because somebody jumped up over the legend. That's a
exactly.
relatively new
The
school thing.
moment you give up on the legend, you disrespect the entire craft.
Only the new generation of people that's out here right now doesn't have reverence for the history. You know what I'm saying? But that's why, as guys like us, I want to say, we try to pay attention to what came before us. Number one, because a lot of respect was earned and deserved, and number two, because if we don't preserve the history for the generation that's going to be smart, then who will?
Facts. So, what do you think about Cortez when you think about latency?
So in some of our fields, latency usually means the amount of time that it takes for information to transfer. You know what I mean? So
that's the first thing. That's the first thing that comes to
yeah,
mind.
when I hear it, it's usually technology based.
Got you. Nothing wrong with that. So when you hear the actual first definition of the word, which is the state of existing but not yet being developed or manifest, what comes to mind then? Is that's new to you? You're learning that in real time. That's the
no. It's the same. That's literally what it means. So for example, like when you're putting together OBS and you have your everything that's put into the OBS. I'm not about to give them a clinic or anything like that. And then you plug in your capture windows. A lot of times when you push go live, you'll have 1 second, 2 second, 3 second latency in between. Like your video is there, but it hasn't transferred yet or came up yet on the hosting service.
Yeah. So for you, I'm understanding that latency kind of likens to buffering.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Got you. I got you. Nothing wrong with that.
When I think in real life too, not just on the internet, but in real life too. Like I say that all the time. I was buffering right now. Y'all gotta hold on.
Okay. I appreciate both of y'all takes. I say when I think about latency, I always think about society. I think about how most people are, blue pill or whatever the case may be, and the fact that everything pretty much essentially being a person with the magic glasses on, or being a person who can being a person with the magic glasses on, or being a person who can see things for what they are. Because for those who don't know the magic glasses reference, a person who is enlightened, you're generally somewhere close to in real time. You see what I'm saying? Most people who are enlightened are operating somewhere close to real time. Whereas the rest of society that's blue pill, by default, they're operating in latency. Because whatever you're allowed to know, whatever has been unsealed for you, whatever has been, disclosed, right, to you, it's been there for God knows how long. And now we just got to a point where the powers that be, or so-called powers that be, feel as though society can handle this information, or this information being public now benefits us in said way because we have this coming down the pipeline, et cetera, et cetera. So when I think of latency, I think about human processing power. That's what comes to mind for me, is the average American's ability to process and the way that it operates. Most people don't get to achieve certain freedoms and liberties in their life in this country that are from this country due to latency. They never catch up to be present. You see what I'm saying? Yep. And when it happens, you end up spending your whole life just a little bit behind the 8 ball. See what I'm saying? And so that's what really comes to mind for me. And so I think just like the definition here where it says, the state of existing but not yet being developed or manifest. So it's like, yeah, you're here, but she said, so does latency equal wokeness? When just explained, wokeness popped in. Yeah, so latency would be like the opposite, not equal to it, but the opposite of it. So like a woke person doesn't have the lag. You see what I'm saying? Like I knew since I was a little kid that aliens were real, or what we call aliens were real. I knew that since I was a little boy. It's a lot of people who believe it now because the government told us a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have the latency. I'm not, as Cortez would say, I'm not buffering, right? Like the information isn't still processing for me. I'm not questioning what I can see with my own eyes. She said, got it. Yeah, for sure. It's just, you know what I mean? So I think about most people when I think about latency. Because you know what happens a lot when you're enlightened, and I'm positive it happens for you, Cortez. What happens a lot when you're enlightened is you'll have a conversation with somebody this year in 2025, and you guys will have a knockdown, drag out debate about it. And the person, I mean, to the point where they damn near don't know if they still like you when y'all done discussing it, right?
Yes, sir.
And then in 2027, they'll reach out to you and tell you, you know, it's crazy. We had that conversation about X, Y, and Z, and I thought you were nuts. I thought you were this. I thought you were that. And it turns out all along, like, you were right. You feel me? But that's some of that isn't their fault, right? They just have latency. They're existing, but underdeveloped or yet to manifest. You see what I'm saying? Whereas you're at a point in real time where you get it. You're talking about what it is. They're talking about it as a hypothetical, and you're talking about it in reality. You see what I'm saying? So that's what really comes to my mind. Yeah, man. But what do y'all think about that, chat? Latency. Souls of Thought probably not in here because he definitely would have said something about this. But I'll read it again in closing for the code language conversation. The state of existing, but not yet being developed or manifest. And then the last word is concealment. So that's the code language conversation for today. But I had if I got you for a second, I had one more segment on TikTok. All right, I got one more segment on TikTok.
My camera's on. I had to click off the screen real quick to go manage this.
No, go ahead. No, I can see you, bro.
Okay, good. That's all I need.
Yeah, you good.
I need to get my stream key back up.
Give me 1 second to pull this up on TikTok. I had to pull it up on my phone. Sorry. What up, chat? 333 if you still with me, chat. What's going on? Crypto. Let me see. I'm trying to find this particular clip. Sorry, Chad. I normally had this already pulled up. I think I had it pulled up on my phone. Look, we on here. I'll be treating my YouTube stream like a real Twitch stream. I'll have y'all sitting here watching me drink juice and get shit situated. I'm trying to find this clip, man. I cannot. Hold on. Let me see if it's in my save. I'm tripping. I'm overworking. Let me see if it's in my save, shorty. Yep, I think so. Okay, we're gonna switch gears. We're gonna shift gears then. We're gonna react to this because I can't find the original clip, but this is even better though, since we talking about mental health, self-encouragement, all of that. What up? Oh, we got somebody new in the chat. Yara, welcome to chat 333. We sure appreciate you. What's going on? What's going on? I ain't seen you in the chat. What's happening? Welcome.
I sent the link.
Oh, okay. What's good?
I sent the link out.
Yep, Souls of Thought. Appreciate you, brother. Souls of Thought said, I'm here just working off a show. Get that bag. Classic. We much appreciate it. Yara said, work. For sure.
All day long.
Yeah, keep us plugged in the headphones. We got you. I'm just trying to pull this video up real quick. I'm having a hard time locating it. I thought I saved it on my TikTok, but I didn't. But you know, it works like a search engine, so I'm trying to find it real quick. Y'all just bear with me. Here we go. Come on, chat. I'm undefeated. I'm a spirit. Let's go. Let me see here. Jay Zilla disappeared on us, so I had to pull him off the screen. But if he popped back up, I'll bring him back on.
All right.
Let me see. Here we go. Let's go, chat. I knew I was gonna find it. So we're gonna do true or false on this. We're gonna play true or false on this. We're gonna listen to Duke. This Duke Dennis. He a high level streamer. Him and AMP with Casanat. I know Cortez may or may not have mixed feelings. I know he got some beef on that side, but
cool.
we gonna okay.
It's the big one.
Okay, we gonna rock. We gonna listen to what Duke got to say, and we gonna react. So we going true or false on this, ladies too.
Before I go on, you know what I realized though, Chet? I'm gonna keep it all the way up there. I realized that all the beautiful women be in the house. They be put up, bro. I discovered that right there. Like 90% of the beautiful women in the bed, feel me? They be in the house, bro. They be minding their business. They be put up, and they don't even be put up in relationships. They be putting themselves up, which is very understandable. They be putting themselves up, and I understand it. But if you want to actually find them, they gotta find you. If I'm gonna keep it all the way up, man, they honestly gonna have to find you. You can't find them. They gonna find you. So, hey, before I go on.
Okay, so Duke Dennis is claiming that 90% of beautiful women be in the house. And I want to know from the chat, ladies and gentlemen, from Cortez here, myself, we all gonna answer this. Is that true or false? 90% of the beautiful women be in the house. What you think about that, Cortez?
I don't think that at all. No.
90% too high?
Too high.
Would you say majority of beautiful women be in the house?
No, I say it's an even clip.
50-50.
Yeah, I think it's an even clip.
Why? What's your rationale?
I mean, it depends. Number one, it depends on what your definition of beautiful is, and number two, like a lot of them, it's like, I mean, it really just comes down to what your definition of beautiful is. I mean, you wouldn't see them at all if they all was in the house all the time. Like, you know, you go out, that's how the industry makes money, is by beautiful women. All these industries make money off beautiful women. They're not in the house. They outside doing something. I don't know what he means by that. Like, maybe I'm lacking clarity on that. Can I get a little bit more clarity on that?
Well, so I'll play it again. So as the thought said, facts. Wives do wives things. He said wives do wife things. He said it's a fact. 90% of beautiful women be in the house, he said. I'm gonna play it again. See what you think. Maybe you weren't all the way. You know what I mean? I know you over there working on some things.
We good now.
Let's get it.
You know what I realized though, Chet? I'm gonna keep it all the way up there. I realized that all the beautiful women be in the house. They be put up, bro. I discovered that right there. Like 90% of the beautiful women in the bed, you feel me? They be in the house, bro. They be minding their business. They be put up, and they don't even be put up in relationships. They be putting themselves up, which is very understandable. They be putting themselves up, and I understand it. But if you want to actually find them, they gotta find you.
So you say you saying that's false. You saying it's not 90%. You saying it's like 50-50.
I think it's 50-50. Yeah.
Yara said, I like to go out as much as I stay in. Gotta live and relax. I feel that. So as the thought said, also Duke has a better view than the average man. He does have he's speaking from a position of privilege that most men don't have. He is.
Classic.
Soft Rain said, Yara, are you married? Soft Rain getting right in her business. Let me see something. She said, I would say most beautiful women don't go out looking for a husband, which can be interpreted as women don't be out there. Okay. Yara coming through with some perspective.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I say 50-50. Because you got to understand, like, they go outside too, but they don't go out to like look for guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I see that.
Hold on. She said, I'm not married. I'm poly though. Poly what?
You know,
Finish
you know
that.
what poly. You know what poly she is.
No, poly is an umbrella. Which part under the umbrella are you? Which drop of rain? Poly what? Polyamory, polygyny, polygamy. They all mean something different, and I know what all of them mean. Poly what? I'm just trying to see something.
She's polyamorous.
No, just you gonna answer for it. Hey man, let me speak to this woman myself.
Classic.
Yara, talk to me. Ah, okay. You want to do what you want to do too. Never mind. Your future was almost bright.
Classic.
Your future was almost bright. I ain't gonna lie to you. She said we go out for fun, y'all. So's the thought said because she thought it was going to help her. You saying being poly? She thought that was gonna help.
Let me tell you.
Ja.
Okay,
what that mean?
She enjoys herself, man. Yada enjoys herself.
Yeah, I know. Anybody name start with a Y and it's 2 syllables, they enjoy themselves.
She enjoys herself, man. Like,
yeah,
she's very based. Like, even though like a lot of our content is about, you know, being solo and, you know, being monogamous, you know, she is very based on what she got going on in her life. It's very.
She said it's always lit here, babes. No, I know. I don't mess with the polyamory though. I can't do it. You almost on my mama. God almost sent you a lottery ticket, baby. So's the thought said no rain.
On the fact of these women being outside. I'm telling you this right now, especially in the industry, who wants to go to a place where women are not outside that's looking good? That's how these places make their money.
Now you talking about now you talking about business. See, now it always you Americans, man. That's all y'all want to talk about. This is a sociology channel. No, this is a sociology channel. You Americans always want to make it about money. That's y'all problem. That's you Americans' problem. So as the thought said, Rain asked because she be outside and it backfired. They stay beefing in the chat. Soft Rain said, if I go out, I'm not looking for a husband. I'm going to enjoy some music, eat, and have few drinks with my girls. None of us are searching for a husband or a man. I don't know. Is that a problem?
Classic.
This is one of my areas. Is that it? Let me tell you.
She said it's my Latina. Are you Latina? Nah, God showed me a long time ago. Stay away from
Classic.
y'all. I don't want nothing to do with you, baby. You got it. You can keep all that.
Let me tell you. When they go out, what we look for in the bars, like especially in the bars and the clubs, we love to see groups of 5 to 6 chicks by themselves. You know what I'm saying? In a group, 5 to 6 chicks.
Who is we?
The bar people.
Oh, okay.
Owners,
he's talking about business. Go ahead, get your money. Go ahead.
So let me just break this down real quick. What I have found out, I used to think that they only went outside so they could go meet dudes, right? That's why they all got that, you know, that 345-pound linebacker friend that as soon as you say, hey, baby, how you doing? Can I buy you a drink? You know, that's everybody's normal line, right? Not everybody's, but, you know, most of the, you know, basic level dudes, they come in there with that. And she don't want it. She good. I bought her a drink. You know what I'm saying? All of that. You see that every night. And you see it every night. But the business starts to fail when you start losing the groups of chicks. When the chicks stop coming in with their friends, when they stop coming in and becoming regulars, and the business starts to fail. Now, I'm not saying that that's sustainable. I'm just saying that you need to replace that group with another group of girls and more groups of girls that keep coming in. That's the only way the business is run. Because what do most of the dudes spend their money on? These girls that's out here, even when they're not getting them.
What makes the group? Let me ask you this: what makes the group of chicks, the groups of women, stop coming?
They usually stop coming when there's too many thirsty guys around. They don't want that.
So you're telling me women come out to not be around guys?
Yes.
Come on, man, get the fuck
Classic.
out.
I'm telling you the truth. I've been in the industry for too long.
Am I being gaslit? Chat. Did y'all send him? Who sent him? Who sent him, chat?
I'm just being honest.
Who sent him, chat?
I'm just being honest.
You telling me women get dressed to go out in groups to not run into no men, and when men are there too much, they find somewhere else to go. That's what you telling me.
No, it's like the carrot in front of the horse, bro. That's a completely different part of psychology. It's the carrot in front of the horse. I will dangle this carrot in front of you. You cannot have it. You will not have it, but you will chase it. That's what happens.
Soft Rain said, yes, I'm single, right? Yara said, I don't dress and do my makeup for attention. I do it for me. I've heard this shit before. Souls of Thought said, why do things you can do you can do at home. Facts. Soft Rain said we ain't studying y'all when we out. Okay, like all of this makes sense. Look at the marriage rate. No. All of this adds up. This rhetoric adds up. Everything they saying matches the result.
Classic. And what better way to make money than perpetuate it for people that want to freely give it to you?
I told y'all these chicks. Okay, hold on. Before I read the rest of the comments, I told y'all if the government pass a law tomorrow that polygyny is legalized, a man can take up multiple wives. Let's say you put a cap on three or four, right? You could take up in this country. You're gonna see just how sister wifey these chicks are. Listen to what they saying. No. Listen to what they saying. Listen to what they saying. Listen. They saying we get dressed and do our makeup and look good for ourselves and for our homegirls. We go out with our homegirls. We ain't thinking about y'all when we out. Matter of fact, if it's too many of y'all where we go, we gonna find somewhere new to go. We ain't thinking about y'all. We don't need y'all. But then they all want one of us. So you and your two friends that get along great, just come over here and just don't make me choose. When I go to the bar, don't make me choose no more, chat. I'm finna crash, chat. When I go to the bar, don't make me choose no more. Y'all love each other. No. We listening to what they saying. Since y'all love each other so much, y'all look good for each other. Y'all get dressed for each other. Y'all prefer to have fun with each other without us. You just want our resources in this ride we got. So when I pull up at the bar and you and your friend cute, I'm gonna come over there with my printout and I'm choosing both of y'all. I don't want no resistance if that's what it is in these streets. I'm tired of people coming on here cap.
Natural born crash dummy, and he go crash out.
Oh, I don't want no resistance. When I walk up and I choose the three of y'all, since y'all so friendly, y'all get along so great, y'all hang out at each other's house all the time, y'all drink together, y'all eat together, y'all hang out together, y'all watch the same shows together, y'all in the book club together. Don't break up. Mandingo's here. Don't break up.
No, pause.
Y'all, no. Don't break up.
Pause. Let me ask you. Now, if everything you just described is how you went into the situation and it worked out for you, you would understand, right? What if you go in that situation and you do get all three of them? Then
it ain't gonna work. It's not even a real thing.
Why not?
It's not a real thing. The first thing they're gonna say, ask them. Don't ask me. There's women in the chat. Ask them why it ain't gonna work. I don't like sharing. I don't share nothing but my French fries and I'll let you share everything but some wee. And then gonna share it anyway, involuntarily. So just sign up.
What if they enjoy sharing it?
No, you're gonna share it anyway, involuntarily. So just sign up.
What if they enjoy? What if
Come on, man. They don't. But that's what I'm telling you. It's already the truth. I just want people to stop double talking. We've been listening to women talk for 2 hours on this stream, and all of them just said a little bit of both for everything. All of them said a little bit of both for everything. Come on, man. I want a husband. I ain't looking for one. I don't want to see niggas when I'm outside. I'm with my girls. We ain't even thinking about y'all when we outside at all. But I want a husband too. Okay, but I care about my own. I'm not. No. So
you gotta be everybody's husband.
So let's just make it a party. Let's just make it a party. Be everybody's husband.
So isn't this basically the mystery of? Isn't this basically the mystery of the human condition?
I quit.
Right.
This the uncrackable
mystery of the
code.
human condition.
No, it's the uncrackable code. G.
Cognitive dissonance. Isn't that what it's called? Hold on, let's ask souls. Isn't that what it's called? Cognitive dissonance.
G, I gotta catch them on these comments, y'all. They done went crazy. I done crashed out. We super far behind. Give me a second, y'all.
Thank you.
I'm finna flip my lid, bro. Do you understand my plight today? Do you understand my plight, bro? No, you don't hear me.
No, I get it.
No, you don't.
I get it. I'm just saying, be everybody's husband. Be everybody's husband.
Come on. Soft Rain said, yes, I'll be out. I'm single. She said, I don't dress and do my makeup for attention. I do it for me. He said, why do things outside that you could do at home? Facts. Soft Rain said, we ain't studying y'all when we out. We heard you. We heard you. Soft Rain knows summer is for the girls. Wow. What language is this? It's 2 languages, gentlemen. It's 2. Okay. I ain't gonna say it today. I wish all women well who is out in environments that are not suitable for wives. You are studying us. You complain men don't approach. You ain't studying us, but you complain men don't approach. See what I'm saying? It's you straddle the fence. The only thing you get is a stick up the ass. No puffing. You can't straddle the fence like this. Souls of Thought said, if a woman wouldn't do it when married, why do it single? Yara said, marriage doesn't mean no fun. Yara said, I'm not married because polyamory is illegal. I done told y'all, if they change the law tonight, you gonna see how many chicks is cool with another chick.
I'm telling you right now.
They're sheep. They're sheep.
That's the truth.
It's cool today. It's cool today, but it's not cool to say it out loud. If as a woman right now, if you say out loud, I'm on that type of time, half the women in the room that don't have the courage to say them too is gonna look at you funny and judge you. But if the government say it's now legal to talk about it too. It's now legal to say you with the shit too. These motherfuckers are sheep. They sheep. That's why my YouTube gonna forever be busting, because there's unlimited codes to crack. Because there's so many fucking sheep.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
You see what I'm saying? So I commend people like Yara who ain't waiting for the green light from Sir Government to say I'm living like this. Let me tell
you. Like I said, I brought her in here for a reason. I brought her in here for a reason. And let me tell you, I know this is true. We don't have to get into it, but I know this is true. She would not have a problem being a sister wife. She wouldn't.
No, the Emory. See, you don't see. No. She would, because the Emory is different from polygyny. See, polygyny is one man. It's very specific. Okay, Cortez. One man, multiple wives. That Emory she typing. No. That's not what she typed. I'm going off what the woman said. She typed Emory.
I mean, she gonna want hers. She want hers.
Now April done pulled up. The link is here. April done pulled up. I'm crashing out. It's already over.
What's up, y'all?
How you doing?
I ain't got but a few minutes.
Come on.
I will say this, okay? It's when me and my girls go out, we're not out there looking for husbands or men, period. We go out to listen to music, have a bite to eat, and have a couple of drinks and just socialize among ourselves. Yes, we can do it at home, but being out in an environment is okay as well.
I've been waiting to say this. Because I knew somebody was going to come up, okay?
Okay.
There's a part I left out. I left one part out, right?
I'm listening.
When y'all go out, every last one of y'all come up and hug the security guard and the bartender and the maintenance man. Y'all come in there and y'all so nice to us. How you been? How you doing? I heard you just came back from Greece.
The group that I flock with don't do that. The group that I flock with do not do that.
You know what's funny?
Okay.
Don't say that. Don't do that.
Wait, hold on. She said they don't do that. Hold on. I got it because she got a limited time. So how many of y'all is it on average? 3 to 5? What?
It's 3 of us on average.
It's three. Okay. How do y'all handle when one of y'all get hit on? Oh, no. Let me make it more specific because you got a limited time. All 3 of y'all see handsome man. All 3 of y'all acknowledge that he handsome. All 3 of y'all think he look good. He come over there and choose. How do y'all handle that? Because y'all ain't out thinking about him.
9 times out of 10, we're not even addressing them hitting on us. We're not. I mean, that's not why we came out to be hit on. We came out to enjoy ourselves and have a good time. We don't even address that.
No. I need to see this.
If you came up to me in the bar, you came up to me and say, "Hey, beautiful, you looking good tonight. Can I get your number?" I'm like, "No, I'm good. I'm cool on that."
Wait,
I'm curving because that's not where I want to meet my husband anyway. So I'm curving.
So you telling God? So you telling God where your husband might meet you at? Because that might be him. No,
it might be him, but that's not where I want to meet my husband. My husband ain't out in the bar either.
Can I ask this question? Like, this is not about you specifically. In this 3 to 5 women range, right?
Okay.
Are we talking about any divorcees, but what age range are they in?
Divorcees. One is not single at this time. One is not single.
Range? What's the age range?
Go ahead, that's fine.
Classic.
One is not single, and we're all in our 40s.
Hold the string on the ropes. I tag you in.
One is not single. We're all in our 40s and we are all mothers.
Okay. So here's where we are. Okay, I'm gonna show this to you. All right, all of y'all, 35 on, right? Y'all already done been with men. That's number one. Y'all already been with men. Some of y'all divorced. Some of y'all might be with men or a man right now. You know what I'm saying? So, but every dude, if it's 5 of y'all in a group, he got a 15% chance of coming up with one of y'all. And let me tell you, one of y'all gets up and goes to the bar to order drinks for the girls, right? And let me tell you, that solidarity that y'all have together in the pack, it dissolves completely. And I'm not saying that this is every once in a while. This is every time. So it's also easier with the divorcees. You know why? Because y'all just want to have fun. Y'all don't want to deal with a man.
What we out there doing is trying to have some fun. We're not out there trying to pick up nobody. I'm not out there trying to pick up nobody.
You didn't pick him up. This 5-piece of chocolate.
I'm not trying to get picked up either.
On your lap.
Okay. Where do you want to meet him at? Where you want? Let's tell the Lord. Where you want to meet your husband at? You don't want to meet him. The bars you go to, you do not want to meet him there. God, y'all heard what she said. So where do you want? Is it the Walmart, Target? Where do you want to meet?
Walmart, Target, gas station, grocery store, church, work,
anywhere,
maybe.
But not, you know the men that go to the bars, they pump gas, they buy groceries, they praise the Lord.
Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna do it for him. I have to. You know what? Hold on, Byron. Hold on.
No.
My job.
Classic. My job getting stressful. My job is getting stressful. Hey, you killing me. Where? Okay. Jay Zilla, take over. I don't have to.
This makes for good content.
I don't have I don't have the language for it.
So
I helped you out. I acquiesced. I help you out. I told you how I saw it because I see it like this. I've been seeing it like this for the last decade. I'm telling you what's going on. You know what? You just turned in your 40s or whatever. You know how many groups of 40-somethings I done seen come through over the last decade, and they get older. I saw them go from 20-something to 30-something, now to 40-something, and a whole new group pop in. And guess what's different about that the whole dichotomy? Nothing. Nothing is different about it. We understand that y'all want to go out, and those that understand that psychology, we able to defeat it that much easier. Oh, I know you don't want to meet dudes. Isn't it crazy how old boy came up and tried talking to you like that? Yeah, I wish men would be more respectful. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting your number this week. I'm gonna get it next week or the week after.
Which one? Wait, no, bro. I do content every day. I just heard some woman say that they don't get hit on no more. And we just did a whole video on it. She said, "Please, men." No. She said, "Men, I'm encouraging y'all. Come on up and say something."
You know why she not getting hit on? She ain't desirable in public.
That woman was bad. What are you talking about?
It ain't about this. It ain't about the beauty. It's about the desire. Like, you see the way she moved when she come in. You know whether to talk to her or not.
Man, that woman just made a TikTok video saying, "Men, please, just say hello."
Cap.
So we can't take them at their own word.
They can't take themselves at their own word.
Oh, what code we cracking today? What are we doing? Somebody come with an answer. It's 4 of us. Somebody figure some shit out. I'm lost at this point. I don't know what we want a husband. Don't want to meet him here. Okay, cool. Okay, but as men, we supposed to approach more, but not in certain environments.
We want a husband, but not like that. That's what it
is. I think the secret is they want you to go back to your childhood and walk around these neighborhoods and catch her while she watering her yard or mowing her own lawn because she do it for herself now because she alone.
Souls get it. Thank you, souls. Souls get it. So I see, once you get through that web of Madam Web's and everything that she weaved, you understand it. And you know what?
It's another web. And as a matter of fact,
another web besides the Madam Web's weave. We web weaving.
As a matter of fact, the one who had a man, she got that phone call. She got the hell on. She left.
No,
she left me and my other
friend
she
there. Didn't. She ignored the phone call in the parking lot with JoJo. No. That's what she did.
No, she didn't. She got that phone call. Her man told her to come on home, and that's what she did.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she said.
I'm not giving you a second crash out. You already caused one. Okay, I'm not doing it.
Let me get these comments. Yara said, "Let it be legal. I'd have 3 husbands, y'all. 3 simps." Soft Rain said, I never said we didn't need y'all.
I never
You
said
didn't.
we didn't need y'all, man. I
You
never said we
didn't,
didn't need
but you definitely said y'all ain't thinking about us. And I'm just
We're
trying
not
to
thinking
figure out.
about y'all when we out having fun with our girls. We're not, that's not the goal. To when I go out with my two
Always
friends
gets it.
that I go
Always
out
gets
with on a normal basis, I'm going to have a good time. I'm not going out to meet anybody or do anything, or I'm not doing that. I'm just going out to listen to music, have a couple drinks, and chit chat with my girls.
When do you think you look your best throughout the week?
Throughout the week?
Yeah. When do you think you look and feel your best? The night you go out with your girls? When you
No.
at your, that's not?
No, absolutely not. I look my best every day when I get up and get myself ready for work. I look like this now because I've been rolling since early this morning. My mother had surgery. So I've been in and out and around going, doing things today.
Right. No, you good. I'm just
when
asking.
I get up in the morning and I get myself ready for work, and every day I make sure I look good and feel good about myself. That's Friday, and or whenever I do go out. Honestly, I don't even be going out like showing anything. I went out in a graphic tee, some tennis shoes, and some jeans.
Yeah, that's what we like. That's what we like.
That's
what so let me get this straight, right? So I feel
like I look good, beautiful now with my hair pulled back, no earrings on, no makeup on. There's nothing. The only thing on my face right now is some lashes.
I advocated for part of your play here, right? So I'm going to ask you this question, and I want you to tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that you want to meet the man of your dreams in your pajamas?
No, but if he sees me beautiful, then if he's the man of my dreams, then he's gonna be the man of my dreams. I don't see how these women go to the store and
hold on. Let me ask you another question.
Okay.
When you go to a job interview, do you go to a job interview in your pajamas?
No, my best.
Okay, so why would you go to your job interview in your best, but you want a man to meet you in your pajamas? Hold on. Can you catch? I think this is a football. I guarantee you, if I threw it at you right now, you would fumble it. Okay, because that logic don't make no sense. You want to, you know when you look in your best. I know when I'm looking my best, and it's not when I wake up slobbering down my face trying to, brush. I ain't even brushed my teeth. You tell me I'm looking the best before I brush my teeth and comb my beard out and brush my hair. No, you're not. No. Y'all, that's cap. I tried to be able to see you for a little bit.
Yara, here we go. Where Kevin Samuels at? We can't make this up. Here she goes. I'll obey the right man. I'll obey the right man without a second thought.
Yes.
You still didn't answer my question here.
What's your question? I'm sorry.
Why would you go through the great lengths to make yourself enhanced for a job interview? But you think that the man of your dreams is going to see through you wearing pajamas, but the job is not going to see through the pajamas. Why? Well, that makes no sense. That makes no sense.
I quit. You ain't even got to answer. I quit.
I can't crash out twice. I can't crash out twice, right? I get one crash out per show.
I guess I'm not the question. I was born blind, so the question's going over my head. So can you rephrase it?
She said she feel like she look her best when she first get up and make herself presentable. Pajamas, no makeup.
No, when I get up and get myself ready for work, going out the door to work, that's when I feel like I look my best. Absolutely.
So let's take it off you. When do you think the average woman feel like she look her best on the nights that she going out with the girls, or look her best on Tuesday? Just Tuesday.
I would hope that she would feel like she looks her best every day.
What you think the reality is, though?
The reality is they get extra beautiful for the weekends.
Okay, that's my point. So you looking and feeling at your best, and at the point where you looking and feeling at your best, you don't want no approaches from potential suitors.
They're looking and feeling at their best.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Now you. I'm just saying. Women in general. They look. If I look and feel
for myself,
right. If me personally, I want. If I could choose, like Cortez was asking, if you could choose, how would you want to look when you bump into your soulmate? I would like to have a fresh lineup. Me personally, I like for my mustache not to be growing over my lip that day. Personally. Because I'm gonna just feel a little.
We want to look our best, absolutely. But the reality is, at the end of the day, if we're gonna make that person our life partner, we gotta look. They're gonna be looking at us in the morning time before we brush our teeth and
tie this
everything like
together,
that.
okay? So
okay, I'm listening.
when you're going out with your friends and you're looking your best, wouldn't you say that the height of your, you know, your pool, your attractability is right then?
No, not necessarily when I'm going out. My height is every day.
You hear that?
It's every day.
Say it again. Classic. You not listening.
I am listening.
I'm talking about Cortez. You not listening every day, blood.
Every day. The height of my, when I wake up and get my feet hit the floor, I'm beautiful. You have to feel that way about yourself.
I got help. Yeah. Help me, please.
Please. Whether my hair is done or not, I feel like I'm beautiful.
She done pulled. Hey, listen, don't get April popping that shit
in. That's all on the woman. If the woman feels like that she's not more beautiful than she is on a Friday night when she goes to the club and her boobs and her butt is hanging out, then that's on that woman. I feel beautiful every day. I'm in a raggedy t-shirt right now. My hair looking a mess. No earrings on, no nothing, and I feel beautiful and I look beautiful because that is who I am. So I'm the wrong woman to ask that.
She the wrong one, Cortez. And Cortez ain't buying it, and we just gonna agree.
I'm the wrong one to ask that. If you can't see my beauty past this, if you can't see my beauty here, then that's on you.
Let me catch up.
When I turn over in the morning, I'm beautiful. When I go to sleep at night, I'm beautiful. Whether my hair standing on top of my head or down my back, I'm beautiful.
We done?
Sorry.
Norris.
We done?
Yes, sir.
All right, because we moved the goalposts.
We did.
I don't care if you're beautiful or not. We are dealing with disobedient women in today's society. Period. Point blank. Women want grace and want no accountability. If you are sitting on panels, if you are around men every day and you got multiple men, not ones and twos, 3, 4, 5 men telling you where you shouldn't be, you are a disobedient child. And you're going to continue to be single. Men are telling women every day what we want and what we expect. So until you guys are ready to do as men say, you're going to be in your 30s and 40s. It's not even a good look in your 40s to be at a club, a bar, or nothing. We ain't talking about Chili's or Applebee's or going to eat at a restaurant. Y'all are at sports bars. Like, no.
Okay, so I'm wondering why.
Hey, don't interrupt me.
I'm sorry.
Do not interrupt me.
I sincerely apologize.
My time is precious today. My time is precious today.
Absolutely.
No, but we're gonna talk about this tonight too on the show. But you don't have to listen to what men are telling y'all. We don't care about what you're wearing to the club. Like, look at everything you had to do to convince us why it's okay for you to be in a place we're telling you not to be. You wanted to explain what you had on that night. You wanted to explain if y'all talked to people. You wanted to tell us that the girl got the call and left. You had to give us multiple reasons why it was okay to be there. Think about us as children.
And it's not okay to be there because...
Let me land.
I'm sorry.
If as a child, you don't want all those excuses. Those are excuses. I don't care if you go in there clothed like a nun. If people are telling you that's not the appropriate place for women who are looking to be wives to be, don't be there. That's point blank, period. Like, that's like, it's not that difficult. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead. Go ahead.
So the reason for us not, or for a woman not to be at a sports bar at the age of 40 is...
You asked for an answer?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you see at your sports bar when you go in there?
People enjoying themselves.
No. Do not be macro.
I'm not being macro.
What do you see when you go to that sports bar that y'all like to enjoy and listen to music and have a few drinks? What do you see? What do you observe?
Other women acting foolish.
No.
And men hitting up on women.
Okay.
That's what they do.
And
that's what I said.
April,
what I said.
Listen to me, April. You're answering my questions for me. I love this. You're going to a place where you see no future.
Let's go.
You might as well go to hell every weekend. You're going to a place where you see no future, and you're trying to justify why it's okay to be there. Stay at home. You can go do fun things. You ain't got to be at no sports bar. You can go to a bowling alley. You can still listen to music and have a few drinks. There's better locations to go.
What's the difference between the bowling alley and a sports bar?
It's
they're playing music?
No, family entertainment.
No family entertainment.
Family entertainment. You go there, bowl, have a good time. It's a perfect first date spot. Y'all are going. It's no what song you like to go listen to when you go to that bar every weekend?
Whatever they playing.
Oh, so you don't even know what they playing though?
Half of the time, no.
Okay,
because most of the time it's new songs that I ain't even heard of.
They still shaking rump though.
They out there shaking. They are shaking their rump, but April don't do it.
I bet three of the five shaking rump.
Cortez,
no.
Listen to this, Cortez. They go to a location to just sit there and not do anything that you're supposed to do at the location. This stuff makes no sense. That's like saying I'm gonna go over here skating ring and I'm just gonna watch everybody skate. I'm gonna watch you skate. I got my skates on there and I'm just sitting down. I'm just watching. I came all the way to the skating ring to sit down. That makes no sense. If you want to yap as girlfriends, y'all could have did that at Chili's. Y'all could have did that at the Cheesecake Factory. Y'all could have had drinks. Like, there's other appropriate places for women to sit down and talk. You have to come to me with a more valid reason why you want to be in an environment that is not suitable for wives to be in or future wives to be in. That's all I'm asking. I just want to hear what's suitable about these environments. Because y'all talk about men who go out every weekend. Man goes out every
it's
weekend.
It's the intention.
Oh, we're just trusting your word. We don't know what your intentions are. We're going off of your word. We don't know what your intentions are.
The same thing as women going off of men's word. Oh, I'm just going out. I'm just going out with the homie. I'm just going out with the homies.
April, you just spoke for men. You said, no, we don't go out with the same intention. So you already assume that men go out with intentions of doing something else.
When I just said when I said me and my friends don't go out with the same intentions as the other females that are out there.
Y'all are different. So y'all are different, but
absolutely.
Y'all are so different, but you want to be around the same birds. So birds of a feather flock together.
Birds. We're in our own flock.
I ain't gonna lie, April. Hold on. Every woman in that establishment, we looking at as one flock, as men.
That's what y'all choose to do.
I mean, isn't it important for you to understand that, though?
I understand that. I really do. But you
they
have
don't
to know.
care. But they don't care. She does not care. That's the issue.
They
don't care.
Because the intention is different.
She doesn't care.
But y'all don't care, though.
She don't care.
Y'all will come back to this platform in 2026 and ask, why are women still single? Why are women still having heart?
And I'll tell you exactly why we're still single.
We're going to ask y'all, are you still going
because
to
I'm choosing to be single at this current moment.
We ain't going to get into this, April.
We just had that. We had that conversation 2 weeks ago. We ain't got to have it again.
We're not doing that one.
Hey, all of us was in here. Norris, all of us was in here. You was in here. We was all in here. We had that conversation 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. We tackled that one. Go back to the old content on that.
That was 2 weeks ago. Go check them out on Twitch and YouTube. It's there.
I want April to give her final thoughts, and I want Norris because I know both of them on a time constraint, and then I want to catch up on the comments. What's your final thoughts on this, April? You can only speak for yourself. I know you ain't here on behalf of the sisterhood.
I'm not, because I'm not every sister. I'm different.
We know.
But in my intentions when I go out to a bar, if I do choose to do that with my friends, with my homegirls, is not to find a husband, be hit on, or none of that. That's what April does.
Can I say this, April?
Yes.
See, I'm glad that he removed the overgeneralization part because I've been waiting to say this one.
Oh, see, God.
As finely seasoned veterans as some of us might be, we don't look we don't look for what everybody else is doing. We look for the unicorn, right? That unicorn, that's the one we look for. And what you just described right there is prime pickings for those who have the privilege of sight, the gift of sight. We can see that unicorn shining and sparkling when the rest of them is just pigeons. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can fly, but the unicorn, right? The Pegasus, that's the one we want to ride. So you technically, when you do that, whether you realize this or not, you just made yourself more available to him who knows how to find you. You made yourself much
But I know
more
how to
available.
curve too.
Sure you do, until he's everything you want. You
But
be
I know
around
how
enough.
to curve too.
Look, if you get dropped into a city where it's 8 million dudes that's out that night, you're gonna see one or two you like.
Yep.
And you know what y'all gonna be doing? Y'all gonna be fighting for this heavyweight championship. That's what y'all gonna be fighting for. In the middle of the night, in somebody's car or bedroom or a hotel room or whatever. Y'all gonna find a way. And you had enough sauce, you're gonna do whatever. Because that's exact. Women always have rules until they find somebody that they want to break the rules for.
Yeah, it's kind of true. You could just smile on that one. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell him he's right.
It's me most of the time.
You don't have to. You don't have to tell him he's right.
I know the rules have been broken. Okay, you know what? Lock him up. He break the rules.
Let me catch up on these comments. Norris, did you have a final thought?
Jesus wept.
All right, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all up, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with no middleman tonight. They go on. What time y'all going on? 7:15 Central, 8:15 Central.
Yeah, you want to come up? What you doing tonight?
I need a woman. I need a woman.
Look, I'm gonna play the chat. I'm gonna play the chat.
Okay.
This a lot for April today.
What's the topic? What's the topic for tonight?
The topic for tonight is we're gonna be talking about Sha'Carri not apologizing. We're gonna be talking about women not taking accountability, and then April sent over a good topic actually about Kurt Franklin. And we're talking about like our past, like us watching our grandparents and parents, how they dealt with relationships and what went on.
Well, Norris, if you have space, I will clear the rest of my schedule because I ain't got nothing to do anyway except stream today. I made sure, if we talked about it yesterday, Byron, I'm on here all day today. If you would like someone else to join, I would love to offer my eccentric taste to your
Okay. Hey, well, Classic, Classic, send me his information.
I got you.
Okay. All right.
I've been waiting because I couldn't find you anyway. I was looking. Yeah, I was looking. I don't be following for no reason. I love supporting, man. I love supporting.
You talking about Jesus wept? Y'all funny, man. All right, y'all. I'm gonna end this.
Number love for all y'all.
For sure.
Unicorn hunter, April. Unicorn.
Now let it. April, reset. Get yourself right for the night. I know this was. You'd have jumped in the fire. Now I've been looking for help for the last 45 minutes with y'all. So, and I still don't have no clarity, but we gonna get there.
She made me pick the belt up, bro. I feel good.
Yeah.
She made me pick it up.
Well, y'all have a good one.
All right, April.
All right.
Yeah. All right, Norris. I'm gonna catch up with you tonight. Yeah. But yeah, man. Yeah, I don't think 90% of beautiful women are in the house. As you can see, the women in the comments are letting us know they outside. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with you. I don't think it's 90%. I didn't agree with Duke in the first place when he said 90%. I thought that was heavy. You know what I'm saying?
I think 50-50.
It ain't 50.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
It ain't, no. I can't say it's 50.
How would you say you think it's less?
Yeah, I think it's
why don't we just
I think it's more. I think it's when we talk about beautiful, if we want to discuss it from a perspective of inside and out, right? Like wifey vibes.
Okay, all right.
I think that the majority of them, the wives,
they're at the house.
They're in the house.
Well, I mean,
90%.
So you have 33. Well, the marriage rate is what, 33% right now?
Yeah, something like that.
So
I thought it was 37. I thought it was 37, but
in the range. It's in the 32 to 40 range. Okay, you got to take another 15% that are strongly trying to be wives. And I'm taking this from the dating app and the self poll from the colleges. Okay, women of marrying age. I'm sorry, women over 40, y'all are not included in this conversation because most of y'all do not be on these apps and most of y'all don't take polls or y'all been married before. Okay, we're talking about the marriage age eligible women. The norm of where you get married at. That's from graduating high school up until around 35. Okay, that's what they say on the apps. It's not Cortez talking. So you take that data. You would have to say that you can add 15% of the unmarried wanting to be married plus the 33% that's either married or been married or in a long-term relationship. And you could take that, you could take it to about 45, 50, close to it. That's who in the house. The other group, they're not in the house, and they're not in the house on purpose. I know that's true. Can't change my mind. They're not in the house on purpose. It is not just because I can't find a man. No, they out there. Some of them find lots of men all the time. Yeah. They just might not like him as much. That's just how it is. I mean, you heard it yourself. She was like, "Oh, we not looking out there." And I asked her the question. I waited the whole time. The question was, well, if one or two of them come up to you that you actually digging, you're gonna give him everything he asking for because of what you want.
I think what we all trying to, what you and I are trying to say is, essentially, if you think he's fine enough, all that shit you talking about don't matter.
Facts.
All of it, everything you was talking about, all of it.
What's the classic term? Handsome privilege.
Yeah, handsome privilege. You know,
you see
I got handsome privilege.
Classic.
I got handsome privilege. I done seen it with my own eyes. I done seen a dude checking out at a store with a relatively all right looking lady at the register. Look like she in the age range for you know what I'm saying, for the picking. And I done seen a dude in front of me get some weird ass energy during checkout. And I step up to the register and her whole setup changed. Hey, I'm talking about just she look up. Hey, I'm talking about was waiting on me to get up. Seen me when I was 3 people back type shit. You see what I'm saying? So handsome privilege is a real thing. I ain't even trying to toot my own horn. I'm just speaking on my life experience. But
we saw it on the stage, didn't we?
Let me burn these comments real quick though, bro. We got a lot of them. Yara said if polygamy never gets legalized, if it ever gets legalized, I would definitely marry my bestie. She said we share over here. I hear you. She said I'm looking for 3 husbands. Souls of Thought said yes, correct, Zilla. Yara said I've been judged by women more than I've been judged by men. So wild to me. Souls of Thought says, but that's fake judgment, Yara. The judgment that you receive for being openly poly is fake judgment. I beg to believe that there's far, and I can't say majority of women, but there is I think there is far more women that are open to that shit and just don't want to talk about it because it's not socially commonly acceptable.
It's not socially acceptable.
Right. So when it becomes socially acceptable, like I said, let the government pass a law to say it's okay. At that point,
I'm gonna tell you this right now. It's not just because I know her. You know what I'm saying? Half of them, and you see it, and you ask them about what's going on, they complaining about that. Dude, I tell you, working in bars and clubs, you are also like a therapist to them in so many ways because they get drunk and they start talking, bro. My boyfriend ain't this and blah blah blah. And like, if somebody would take me right now, you know how often that happens, bro. How often that happens. They'd be completely happy with it. They're not complaining about him cheating. They complain about him being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's not really about the cheating, bro. It's about the being a piece of shit. If she got everything she wanted, she would have no. If she got everything she wanted out of that man, and
she'd be bored. She'd be bored. If she got everything she wanted, she'd be bored. Facts. Souls of Thought said, so you ladies continue to do the same thing that has resulted in being still single. Insanity. Yara said, mijo sola que ma acampanado. I'm about to crash out.
Don't translate that.
Nah, Yara said, I think we've gotten to a point in society where women want to marry in equal, whereas before women married for stability. Souls of Thought said they different, Tez, LOL. Then he said women are disobedient. 100 men tell you and they still do what they want. Yara said, I'll obey the right man without a second thought, my guy. Shit. So's the thought said,
Subliminal
yeah.
Not the subliminal messages.
So Yara said, my partners say I look my best in the morning in my pajamas, but I think I look my best on girls' night out. Not gonna lie. Thank you for being honest about that. Yara said, your vibe attracts your tribe. Kinda. Yeah, and snakes. Yara said, before I started my poly journey, I was proposed to 3 times. 1 from a high school sweetheart, 2nd from a man I met while I was at work, and the 3rd from a man I met in college. Yara said, you can meet husbands anywhere, but that doesn't exactly mean they're meant for you. Okay. Well, go ahead and give your closing thoughts, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream. The weather getting treacherous out here, so I need to get some shit situated.
I was hoping that would hit me soon, but it haven't. Which is crazy because we ain't close enough. But
yeah, it's real bad.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this. It's I love being able to like hear the perspectives and see it in real time. Because right before that, if you remember, right before all of that, we both said, yeah, they will tell you that's what they're doing it for. But when they see what they like, they'll turn away anything they don't like. But everybody got that crux, bro. Like what was it you told the dude the other day? If you had what you wanted, you would know what to do with it.
Yeah.
What to do with it.
Yeah.
As soon as it's because now, yeah, it was easy before, wasn't it? It was easy when he was 5'4" and 115 pounds. He got buck teeth. He got a baby face. You don't like that. No, you don't like that. But that man came in there tapered. That man came in there shining, glisten, knowing that he don't need you either. You like the fact that he don't need you. Yeah, you like it, don't you? And then he's just being nice. He just being nice. He don't care about you, girl. I want him no. Yeah, I know. It's okay. It's okay. He gonna be nice all week.
I don't know what type of conversation you got going on through the stream and the chat or whatever the demonstration is. Listen, chat. I appreciate you. I don't know if you're gonna tap in with no middleman, but I might have to make a hole in my schedule for at least one of them topics. That's
I jump in. No, I jump in.
Yeah, I'm finna send y'all. I'm finna link y'all on Instagram now. But yeah, bro, I appreciate you joining in, bro. I'll tap in with you later.
Thanks for bringing me, man. I appreciate it.
For sure. But yeah, chat. So final thoughts on this. I think Duke Dennis might be on to something. If we consider beautiful women to be the wives of the world, he might be on to something. But if he's just talking pure aesthetics, I'd have to say false on 90% of them are in the house. But that's it. That's it on the Duke Dennis true or false TikTok reaction video. Shout out to Duke, shout out to AMP, shout out to everything they got going on over there, and shout out to all the streamers such as myself. We approaching 3 hours, chat. We approaching 3 hours, so we gonna go ahead and reel this one in. I need y'all to hit the like button, hit the notifications. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. As you can see, we do this every day, and we do it at a very, very high level. I'm never gonna disappoint. I think the chat will let you know I haven't missed yet. You know what I mean? And we just gonna keep shooting threes wide open from 30 feet out and cashing them boys in until they can't ignore us.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? But if y'all don't do nothing else, for me, stick to the codes. We got another classic.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters, we're left in the cold. Harden my heart and I harden the flow.